The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
This episode of Good Times with Mo, the podcast, is brought to you by Globe and Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website or online portfolio. For a free trial and 10% off your first purchase, go to squarespace.com and use the offer code MO10. That's MO10.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
The biggest, most outrageous online show in Philippine history.
20 million fucking downloads.
Interactive in 35 countries. Mo is back with a vengeance in Season 2. Bigger, better, badder.
Let's start off with an international call. Yesterday we took a call from India. Tonight it's Canada.
Nice.
Let's go to Ireland. Where in Ireland are you?
Well, I'm in Dublin.
Some people say that I'm a bad guy. They may be right.
Let's go to Afghanistan. Holy shit, are you fucking really in Afghanistan?
Yeah, man, what's up?
Florida. What's up?
Just found your show today, and I think it's great.
Live from Hollywood and at the Beyond the Box studios in One Rockwell, Makati. It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 2. The bigger, better, badder podcast. Your questions about love, life, sex,
And more sex.
are all answered and occasionally made fun of here. And now, the man who loves women and dudes, but not in the same way. The Philippine genius, DJ Mo Twister.
All right, welcome to the podcast on this Wednesday night. Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. My name is Mo, phone number 478-7954, Skype, The Good Times Podcast. You can even text us at 0927-214-1981. We take all questions tonight, as we do every night. Love problem, life problem, sex question, career, whatever. And we have a guest who is rather foxy, extremely talented, and this is her second time on the show. So it's nice to have her back. We had her, God, it's probably about 2 years ago when we had you, Nicole, on the show. And
yeah, that's right.
Thanks for taking time to be here tonight, man. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me back. I love it here. And hello, everyone. It's nice to be back. Thanks, Mo.
I apologize for being an awful host because I didn't introduce you, but let's go ahead and do that now.
It's cool.
She does the vocals for an excellent band, General Luna. Her name is Nicole Asensio. Hi, Nicole. Thanks for being here. There.
Hey.
All right. Nicole, how's everything going on with the band? You guys have been together for quite some time now. Everything good? Yeah, well, I mean, this is all small talk, by the way, before we get to this call. I just kind of have to do it, but yeah.
We were
What's
together
up?
for 5 years, and we released 2 albums. So I think now we just recently came off, ended our deal with Warner Music. So everyone's in the experimental phase, myself included. We're all kind of doing our own thing. So I've been writing music, but apart from the band lately. And I'm
so your own stuff. Well, I mean, isn't it the natural thing to do? Kind of like you have a very bankable lead singer, and when you have a bankable lead singer, I mean, you do the Beyonce route. You do
the Beyonce route. I wish I was
sorry.
Beyonce.
I'm not a rock guy, so I'm sure there's Beyonce equivalents out there in terms of
I mean, I love her.
Star lead singer, goes on their own, but
she's a powerhouse, man.
Right, but then but she was part of Destiny's Child. Destiny's Child was a super group, and but she was attractive, talented, and a star. I mean, really above everyone else. And I'm not to put your other bandmates down, but I'm just saying lead singer tends to always kind of eventually go off and solo career. I mean, isn't that the natural thing to do?
I guess it is natural. I didn't really plan it that way. Not at all. I guess, okay, what happened to us is we're 5 very opinionated women with different tastes
so
in
you're
music.
fighting.
No. I mean, we fight. Everybody fights, right? No, but that's not it.
But you're doing that thing you're doing that diplomatic thing, which is good because that's how you're supposed to do it. You're not supposed to call them bitches or anything like that. You're
we're in
supposed
good
to say,
terms. I'm performing with them on Friday.
But I hear it in your voice that some of them have attitude problems. It's like this. I'm an asshole at times. I'm a douchebag. So if I had like a fucking co-host here. Oh, exactly. I do have co-host here on the show. They're just happy to be here. But okay, let's say Bianca Valerio describes Mo. Can you please describe Mo and what is he like? Well, Mo's Mo, you know. He's Mo. What are you gonna do? You know, it's like, okay, that's me. That's you calling me a fucking douchebag. Because if I was a great guy, it would be, so what's Mo like? Oh, fantastic. Just the most generous, nicest guy you'll ever meet. I mean, he's just so like accommodating, and every time I have a problem, he's there for me. No, it's, well, listen, we're different.
Yeah.
We have different taste in music.
No, we do have different tastes in music. There's a lot of creative differences. So now we're all doing what we want to do, which is good. But I mean, we're still in good terms. I'm performing with them in the Tanduay Rock Fest this Friday. So that should be fun. We're performing 3 songs along with a lot of other bands. And we
So
still,
you don't think that like while you're up there in the middle of the stage singing, they're behind you with the stink eye going, freaking
I'd never know, would I? No, but
Nicole gets all the attention.
No.
None of that.
I don't know. I try to focus on wherever the hell I'm looking, because you know what? Honestly, I kind of have stage fright. Like, not a lot of people know that, but I'm terrible at spieling. Like right now, I'm all right because I can't really see people in front of me besides the people who are working here. I can't see like thousands of people. But if you put me on the spot and make me spiel, I'm going to need a beer first. So
wow, you know, you and I are so different. I'm completely opposite. I'm awful small talk, face-to-face guy. And I'm way more comfortable with a bunch of strangers by the thousands.
Really?
Like, yeah, man.
I guess when it comes to singing, I feel all right. Unless it's a new song I never road tested before. But when it comes to spieling in between songs, I'm just learning how. I mean, I just started to learn how to maybe host live events and whatnot. And it's new to me. It's different. So as for the stink eye thing, I wouldn't really know because probably like I'm exerting all my effort not to. No, but it's a good point. I mean, yeah.
No,
I wonder what's going on.
It's just me trying to break the ice here and say, oh yeah, all bands fight. Yeah, we all know. We know that all bands fight. But at the same time, you know, being in the radio industry and in a sense in the music industry for so long as I have been,
right?
I know the diplomatic answer from the genuine, we just kind of wanted to do something different already, but we'll be back together. Compared to there's differences in our direction we wanted to go. To me, that sounds like fighting.
Well, there were times where we fought in the past, all of us, over whatever. I mean, little things. But right now, I don't think it's about because we fought. It's about, you know, Manila's small and there's so many opportunities that come your way, and there's a lot of people you meet that offer you something you've always wanted to do, which you couldn't necessarily do because in our case, the last 5 years we were basically married to each other and married to the label. So now that the label isn't working with us, these opportunities are coming hard and fast for each one of us. So, I mean, I think I see us taking those chances because we couldn't do that before. And, it gets misconstrued as fighting, which I won't deny because there's been fighting in the past for sure. Who hasn't fought?
Yeah,
but this time, I mean, it's not about that. It's just about me wanting to write a different genre. The stuff I've been writing is different from what I've been releasing.
So the days of General Luna are numbered? Is that what you're saying then?
I have no idea. I mean, we're taking it as it comes. Like I said, there's no strict management in the picture. So,
sure,
whatever comes our way. If a good booking comes our way, why not? In the meantime, though, I mean, if something comes my way in a different way, genre-wise, then I'm going to take it as well because, I'm getting older. Why not?
Oh, no, I got you. And please don't. How old are you? 26, 27?
I'm 27,
by the way,
yeah.
And I want to ask this. I can't ask this to Nicole because this is not a question for you, but maybe for the guys in studio. Let's go to history of OPM.
All right.
Has there been a more attractive lead singer of a rock band than Nicole here? I'm not. That's a legitimate question. It's not one of these things where a host will try to compliment the guest by saying how beautiful you are. So attractive. But I'm trying to see if we were gonna put like a top 5 hottest lead singer, female rock stars. Who else is on that list aside from Nicole, if you guys can remember? Miguel, you have long hair, so you must know something here.
He's not.
Pico's a hip hop guy.
No, he's not here. But
Miguel's
as far as
He's
I
not
know, as far as I know, I can't remember anyone.
There has to be a couple. Nicole, okay.
I'll name a couple.
Take yourself out. Yeah, give me the hottest lead singer. Oh, Kichi Nadal was hot.
Oh yeah,
I really
Kitchi.
liked
She
her.
still is
She
hot.
was cute.
Barbie's
Yeah, no.
beautiful.
Barbie's cute.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a different kind of hot.
it's-
Like you're lustful. Like people are gonna lust for you.
Lustful.
I mean, I'm sure there's a great population of guys that have masturbated to you, Nicole. I apologize.
Cool.
But I can't see myself masturbating to like a Barbie or something like that. But yeah, she's very cute.
Well,
Kichi
some guys
Nadal is
like that
really
though.
cute.
They like the innocent, cute type of.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure,
turns them
fine,
on.
but
Cat is hot. Cat Agarado.
Cat from
Sino si Cat?
sorry. I'm trying to remember what she looks like.
Well,
I can't.
I think she made her name more in the jazz rock genre. But I mean, she
Yeah, I
is a front
apologize.
man. She is a front man.
I know the band. I can't remember her face. All right,
Okay,
and then,
Google her. She's hot.
okay.
She just
All
she
right,
just
all right.
gave birth.
Is she
to-
hotter than you?
I think so. She's more my type than I'm. I mean, if I were a guy,
Oh,
I'd
please.
go for
You
her.
look like Marion Rivera. How dare you? Hold on. Yeah. No, I see that. Okay. I think
She's-
you're hotter than she is, but I see that.
She's got the
I
sex
see where she
appeal
can be
down.
really pretty.
Yeah.
She has a very there's a big X factor about her. She's got a little sultriness and whatnot.
I'll give you
I'd
one.
say she's attractive. I think you're hotter. Yeah,
RC
go ahead, you're
Munoz fronts a band.
RC Munoz
she's
is
hot.
fucking hot.
Oh, there you go.
I don't consider her the rock star. I mean, we've had her here. She's incredibly good looking.
Yeah,
no,
she
like
is.
if RC Munoz was in a legit band, which she probably is now, and I don't know of. But in terms of one like as mainstream, say as General Luna, and I don't mean that in a negative mainstream.
No,
like you guys are lollipop.
I
but
don't
you get what I
mind.
mean. Like a more. If you were more known, she's known so much as a leading lady. That's why it's kind of hard. If she was in a more popular, say, band, I would
Yeah.
put her, top of the list. She's super hot.
Yeah, she's
Fucking
super
RC
hot.
is incredibly good looking. But again, she's actress first before. It's like saying Jericho Rosales is a lead singer of a band, which he is in sense.
Yeah,
but,
you're
come on,
right.
He's an actor first and foremost.
Right.
So in that case, then you were the hottest female star we've ever had.
Thank you, Mo.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
sure
wanted to
there
make
are a
you feel
lot of
uncomfortable.
hot front
You are, in fact,
women
Beyonce
out
now.
there some of them I have yet to meet. But yeah, looking forward to meeting them.
Listen, I'm just saying, if RC Munoz was in a legit band, fine, there's going to be a big war between who's hotter. There's going to be a big conversation we're going to have. But because she's not, and she's just a musician in a sense, we'll put you first, and then I'll put Kichi Nadal second, and then
Oh, Kitchi's hot. Yeah.
we'll throw in a couple others and stuff like that. And then you take the top. All right. So thanks for being here, Nicole. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you,
Hope you enjoyed
Mark.
the show. Have a good night. No, we have questions to take. And all of that shit coming our way. Then I'll talk to you about, say, the Rockstar life and whatever. But
Rockstar
generally, people call the show, they ask questions. It could be about anything. So I hope you're okay with that. And,
Yeah, no problem.
We'll just do it. All right. So here we go. Let's start with Edward, who is in Macau, China. You are on line 5. Edward, ni hao. Welcome to the show. What's up?
Ni hao, my friend.
Hey, thanks for being here, man. When's the Pacquiao fight? It's going to be like in fucking 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Edward?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I hear you now, buddy. Isn't the Manny
Yeah.
fight like in 2 weeks or some shit?
I think it's November 24.
Oh, okay, so about a month away. All right, but yes, they're in
Yeah.
Macau, so good stuff.
And it's.
How can we help you?
Yeah, I just wanna know what's your reaction about the Arabic fucking Behandre.
Oh, we were talking in this author. Sorry, Nicole, this question's about me.
Okay.
But it's about that guy, the actor slash basketball player dude who he posted on Instagram some shit about me regarding this issue that I'm involved in. Go
Right.
ahead, Edward. What was your question about it?
No, I just wanna know what's your reaction. This is bashing you in Instagram.
Yeah, okay, because here's the thing. We talked about this yesterday, so I don't want to spend too much time on it. But I saw an interview, our Miss Philippines Universe aspirant or whatever. She said something which I thought would be offensive to Latinas, and I don't really care that much because I'm not big. First of all, I'm not Latino, so it doesn't strike me with any kind of like and I don't feel hurt for my group or anything like that. I just thought that it would be offensive, and really more because we're so offended. I mean, Nicole, you were saying this off air. Remember that what the fuck, the survey that was done that Filipinos are
the most emotional, emotionally sensitive country in the world,
and stuff. Yeah, so if we are that, which we are by far, I think we're all agree. How about we not do it to other cultures? It screams hypocrisy. It screams all of these things, especially in a scale of this sort. Like, when people put us down, they usually do it in fictional settings, whether it be a book that Dan Brown has written, whether it be a sitcom or a TV show like Desperate Housewives, where they need to put, a third world reference there or something like that. But you don't see a president do it. You don't see someone representing a nation do it.
But I think, Urbic is over.
Yeah, I'll get to Urbic. I'll get to Urbic in a little bit. Now, Urbic pala he's an actor, not very popular, Nicole, and I didn't know where he was coming from. I just thought he was just another fucking stupid ass trying to, I don't know, give his opinion. But he apparently likes that girl. He's courting that girl, or is her boyfriend. So I understand now why he was upset at me, and because he's just trying to be a hero and whatever, save the day for the girl. But again, I'm not attacking the girl, and I really want her to win because I want us to win. I'm just telling her, dude, use a translator, because if you don't use a translator, something stupid can come out of your mouth again, and people are gonna get pissed off, right? And that's her fault. And but I want her to win. I understand. I'm sorry?
What she said about the Latina. It's not.
Yeah, it's offensive to Latinas. It is. That's what it is.
Said,
It is offensive. Of course, I'm going to say it because it's fucking offensive. To say that they can't put a sentence together in English is offensive because you don't know that. It's not even just offensive. It's poor reasoning. It's bad logic, and bad logic is bad to have.
Karen corrected her because I think she's.
Yeah, well, whatever. But anyway, let's get to the issue, which your question is, which is Urvic. So this guy is talking shit, and the problem with this, Nicole, is he's such an intellectual lightweight, and it's hard sometimes to fight guys who are so stupid because it doesn't really test you. Like I would really enjoy an argument with someone who's bright or who has sound reasoning. This guy is a fucking moron. But at the same time, he's a moron that ran for political office. So
really?
It's kind of like, yeah, and he failed, obviously, because why would...
I think
we do vote. He lost last election. He's a fucking retard. But here's the thing. So, okay, you have a guy who's trying to be a politician, but yet on Instagram he says things like this. Hoy, bakla ka, bakla ang peg mo te. It's like... Okay, dude, you were trying to run for office. You're gonna really alienate the gay vote if you start calling people bakla ka pare.
Yeah,
when
that's true.
this has nothing to do with gender and homosexuality or anything like that. I'm pretty sure a couple gay guys are gonna be offended that you use their orientation as an insult to me when I'm only pointing out that your girlfriend said something really offensive. I mean, if that's the reasoning behind bakla ka, really, a guy like you running for office. I mean, this again, your girlfriend, you're representing a population. You're not representing yourself. I'm representing myself. Nicole represents herself. Edward here on the fucking phone represents himself when we give our opinions. But you've decided to be a part of something bigger. She decided to be a part of this huge international pageant, and it represents your outside and your inside. And if you're gonna say that you suck in English and madadamay ka pa ng may ibang cultures because you suck at something, that's wrong. If a guy wants to run for office and represent his people, and then all of a sudden alienates a great majority of them by calling somebody bakla, which has nothing to do with orientation, both of you don't belong where you're trying to be at.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate how the word bakla has been used in all the wrong ways. I mean, it's not, just use it how it's meant to be used. What's the definition of bakla? Gay, right? Man who likes man. Then whatever else, it's just become a word.
But see, that's why arguments with stupid people sometimes. Well, first they're very easy, which that's great because we might as well do something easy. Like if you're an athlete, it'd be nice to be. It's nice to win, but winning against sucky teams gets tiring after a while. You'd like a challenge. And there's this guy. He's trying to be a challenge, but in the end, he's an awful team and intellectual lightweight, and I will dismantle him rather easily, which I have because he's a fucking retard. So Irvik, if you're listening, or if this ever gets to you, please call boy. Don't fucking, I mean, please, don't knock on this door. Because, I mean, you're not going to be ready for it. You don't have, if you grab a couple of your smart friends and then come over to me and start to argue. But if it's just going to be by yourself, I will take you apart and it's not going to be pretty for you. And then every little stupid thing that comes out of your mouth, I will exploit it and use it against you. And people are just going to not like you. And I don't care if they don't like me. I'm not running for office. But you try running for office. And when you try to run for office and then you alienate certain amounts of people, you're never going to get anywhere. That's free advice, you fucking idiot. Thank you. All right, Edward, Godspeed.
Thank you, man.
Sure. All right, buddy. Get out of here. Enjoy China. All right. Bye-bye.
So Edward's
Sorry, Nicole,
from
this was supposed to
China,
be
or
about-
he's Chinese? What? I didn't get
No,
that.
this Edward guy's from China.
He's from China.
But I guess he heard about it.
Oh,
we
okay.
get calls from all over the world.
Yeah, I noticed. That's awesome.
It was like that too when you were here last time.
Yeah, I remember
Europe
that.
and all
Yeah.
these other places and stuff like that. But again, I apologize. I know you're our guest, and I shouldn't be talking about myself. So sorry.
No, it's
Just
cool. I
the
mean,
question is-
you actually briefed me before I came on, so I kind of knew what it was about, and it's actually pretty entertaining. Sad, but entertaining. Yeah, and it
But
does
don't you- I mean,
happen a lot.
You seem like a smart person.
Thank
I
you.
mean, when you're faced with stupid people, does it irritate you as much as it does me? Like I feel like maybe I get too irritated, and not that I'm picon. It's just stupid people. Or stupid reasoning. How about that?
Yes,
'Cause there are
I don't
people
think I'm phased by stupid people. I think it's stupid reasoning. I think it's closed-mindedness that phases me more than incompetence, let's say. Incompetence for me is annoying if you're on, like, some customer service thing and they're taking forever, then yeah, that's incompetence will get to me. But yeah,
Sure.
poor logic. Well, I don't know about the poor logic because everyone just has their own kinks about reasoning, but if they're closed-minded and they're just stick to one reason, which the mama told them, and that's all it is, then yeah, it's a little bit of a problem for me because I'm a very liberal thinker.
Yeah, and that's it's a shame because so many people are that, and the majority of people are that. They use, like, I always use this word fallacy. People, if you speak with fallacies, it pisses me off. Not in a piss me off like I'm picon way. It pisses me off that I want to embarrass you now. and I really want people to know the difference because people, picon talo. I'm like, no, I'm not picon. It's not that. I'm excited now. I'm excited to embarrass you. Because maybe in embarrassing you, you will find that opening your mouth without thinking about it is dangerous for you.
Do you
Right.
think that they actually realize that, though, seeing
I don't
as
know,
to
but in
how
the end,
poor
I
their
still-
logic or reasoning
I
is?
don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. But in the process, guess what? At least I can point it out, A, and B, people will go, nga no mo. And that's fine with me. I'm happy with that already.
With the emperor's new clothes, you always need the one guy to point out that he's naked, right? So yeah, I
Sure.
mean,
Yeah. No, totally. And I want to change how a great majority of men, Pinoy men, feel that the moment you say something that they don't understand, it immediately is revert to bakla ka pare. Like, I'm not here to defend homosexuality because I'm mad about that. It's poor reasoning. That pisses me off more than anything. Now, it's offensive to homosexuals, but it doesn't bother me that much.
I think
because
it's poor usage
the homosexuals
of the
can do
word,
that.
though. I mean,
Right, that's what it is. It's fallacy.
It's two
Because
layers.
you don't understand it, all of a sudden I'm gay?
Yeah, no, it's just the wrong usage of the word. Like there's two layers here. What I'm seeing is like you could say something that he wouldn't understand, and he could retort with "yeah, fuck you," which is already wrong because I mean,
Just
yeah,
stick with fuck you though.
Yeah,
Fuck
but
you's better.
then it gets worse when they use a word like bakla because I mean, really, what does that mean? But I
A
don't
bunch of
think-
gays are like, what do I have to do with this? What did you- so that's why. But see, I do it also because I call him call boy because he's a call boy. I mean,
yeah, you
No, he is,
did kind
though.
of do that also. Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's true though. He is a call boy. Like if I was in fact gay, then fine, it would be less offensive because okay, you're just telling me what I am. Like I know people who pay for sex, and he's one of those guys you pay. I mean that's what I know. Like I've got gay friends who've done it. So he's a call boy, but. So I apologize to all other call boys, and it's a fallacy to think that all of you are dumb. But I'm just saying that particular call boy who wants to be a counselor in Taguig should not and failed at being a counselor in Taguig, which is not shocking, you should not tell people that they're gay because you don't have the capacity to understand what's going on. That's all. Because it's offensive to gay guys. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying. It's wrong. It's poor choice of words, and that'll get you into trouble. No matter how good your intentions are, if you just choose the wrong words, then something's gonna go wrong somewhere. I do that a lot.
You can choose the wrong words.
Yeah,
you can. You could do that, and you'll be allowed. And I won't bother you if you do. Just don't represent something more than you.
Yon.
The moment you decide to represent something more than you, then I have an issue with it because you're dumb now. You're stupid, right? I mean, it's okay if you want to be stupid on the internet, and there's always going to be haters and trolls and bashers and this and that. That's fine. Do that, but don't bash, hate, and troll when you're fucking speaking for an entire population, because then you're fucking wrong. Yeah, all right. Fair enough. Oh, all of this talk about me, now I gotta take a break. I'm sorry, Nicole. When we come back, I promise we'll make generalizations about Rockstars.
Generalizations.
That's right. When we come back. 478-7954. Call us. You can Skype, The Good Times Podcast. Text 0927-214-1981. Get yourself on the show. And if you don't, bakla ka pare. Let's take a break. Back after this.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
Hi. They say nothing in this world is free, and for the most part, that's true. But here at NMF Network, all shows are indeed 100% free. And as an added feature, you have the option to subscribe to all your favorite programs, also at no charge. Why should you subscribe? By subscribing, you no longer have the hassle of delays when you stream the program. You also don't need to keep checking our site to see if your favorite programs are up, because they'll automatically be uploaded to your device as soon as it's available. Here's how to do it. For those people with Apple mobile devices, first you need to download the podcast app. Once you download the podcast app, open it, and you should be taken to the featured page. Now, you look for the store button. Hit the store button, and after doing that, hit the search button. Put your cursor on it and type New Media Factory. All our shows should automatically appear. Pick your favorite or favorites, open it, and hit subscribe. And that's it, you're done. Congratulations and welcome to the New Media Factory family.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with a game Chubby Bunny, but wait. Have you played Chubby Bunny before? No. You put a marshmallow in your mouth, you say Chubby Bunny, and you keep putting it in your mouth, and you keep saying Chubby Bunny. Okay. Whoever can fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not gonna say Chubby Bunny. We're gonna have a conversation. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, okay ka na ba? Okay. And you're gonna be like, okay na, okay na. Okay. Okay. Right? Yeah. Go. 2 at a time? Okay, we're gonna do 2 at a time. Okay ka na ba? What? Okay na, okay na. I just saw it. Okay ka na ba? Okay na, okay na. Okay ka na ba? Okay na, okay na. What? Okay. No, that's disgusting.
What show?
That show!
is that show.
You know, that show.
It's that show, pare.
Oh, that show. Oh. Yeah, that show's cool. We talk about...
Oh, what does this look like?
Vagina and...
Like a double blowjob.
Vagina?
Who is the asshole that decided to shave this shit off the entire planet?
Sometimes we like to talk about...
It's like when you guys like a high-fiving on a girl and then you're doing her in the butt and you're doing her in the mouth. High five, bro.
Vagina. Vaginas.
And you're jacking off really intensely, but like massaging your balls and shit.
I'm not talking about a Chewbacca, man. I'm just talking about a nice little,
Vaginas.
And don't miss that spot, like the Cowper's gland. It's like in between your balls and your asshole. But not me, because I'm a guy.
Yeah, that's a cool show. You should watch it. I think we're on Tuesday.
What you've been missing on The Factory.
Now we're gonna show you guys the new beta that just came out yesterday. Is God of War Ascension, the private beta for PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Plus.
Let's watch it, right? It's nice. Enrique playing already.
Yes. Yep. There you go. And perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Well, before that, I was kicking ass.
So go with the theme of the show, how not to play.
It's Robot Rice and Friends with Alfonso Martinez, Mickey Han, and Nigel Zalameo. Fridays, 6 to 7 p.m. Only here on The Factory.
Friend says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered.
Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
And visit www.motwister.com.
Back on the program here, it is a Wednesday night with Nicole Asensio. She is part of the band General Luna. You can follow her on Twitter at Nicole Asensio. Phone number 478-7954. Skype, The Good Times Podcast. You can text us at 0927-214-1981. We're taking all of your questions here tonight. And I have questions for Nicole as well that I'd like to discuss maybe a little bit later because we should get some of these calls off of hold. And if it's getting a little slower tonight, I want to ask you about the Rockstar life because we do have a lot of rock stars here on the show. We've had many through the years. I tend to ask the same questions, but because people are so different, it's nice to hear the variety in answers.
All right.
Yeah, more well, fuck. Now I can't just build it up and not say it. I might as well throw it out there now. Yeah.
Okay, ask away.
When you're a female rock star, because earlier before the show, I was like, motherfucker this and motherfucker that. And then I said, oh, wait, I apologize, Nicole, because you're a lady and I shouldn't be using motherfucker in your vicinity. And then you said, no, it's okay because, rock band. And I said, well, yeah. What is it like for a rock band star of your caliber where you look like you could be the leading lady in a fucking teleserie? You know what I mean? You're not a male, first of all. You're female band. But you look like a commercial model. So there are a lot of people who have a lot of eyes on you in that sense. Do you rock star behavior it when you're not on stage, like break shit and wild stuff?
When I was younger, I wouldn't break shit, but I definitely had a wild streak when I was like, I don't know, 21-ish. I mean, yeah.
Like what? Like give me some crazy shit that you've done as a rock star chick.
I could finish a bottle of gin and still be straight, like no problem.
Nice.
And still get on stage.
I smell gin, I get drunk.
Yeah, now I don't like gin at all. I've switched to single malt, the nice kind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and minimal. I'm a cheap drunk now. Like a double will get me buzzed enough to have awesome conversations like this one. But no more bottles of gin. Yeah, when I was younger, I definitely went through the whole wild streak, especially because
drugs. That shit too?
Not too much. I mean, I was exposed to it really young. I mean, you meet people. People are in the scene. They'll offer you shit. I but I never really got hooked on anything. It was more. It was
I'm staring at your eye bags or anything like that. Your eyes, you're fine. You seem like you're fine.
Yeah. No, it was when I was younger. It was more the drinking that I got into. I never really passed out in public or caused a scene or anything, but definitely I can't drink the way I used to.
So why do you think it's consistent then with this job, with this genre of music, maybe even?
Okay, you know what?
I'm trying to not be offensive, but saying that, or fallacy, that all rock stars are fucking, drunkards and wild and stuff. But, there is a stigma, there's a rock star life that people do. And why do you think it's consistent with this kind of music, or at least this profession?
I was actually having this conversation with Ira a week or two ago.
Ira Cruz is your boyfriend, yes?
Well, now that you said that, I guess I'm going to have to say yes. It sounds stupid if I deny it now, right?
Sorry. Well, hey, why are we shocked? Ira Cruz could be, let's line it up now. Who are the hottest guys that have been in rock
Let's
before?
talk about that.
And Ira Cruz has to be, again, on that list, if not on top of it. I can't think right now of anyone, at least physically, face and all of that.
I can think of a few.
More hair and everything, more attractive than Ira, right? I mean, Ira's a good looking dude. Okay, Basti in his prime. Because, obviously Basti is a little older, so,
the whole of Wolfgang and the whole of Razorback, they're all guapo. I mean...
Hindi kasi tisoy they're mga Spaniards.
Yeah. But, okay, you know who's guapo? Cowboy. Cowboy Santos. Hi, Cowboy. No.
Again, forgive me, and please, all you rock guys listening.
Have you heard
call
of
me
Sampaguita?
Stupid. Go.
Have you heard of
Yes,
Sampaguita?
of course.
Okay, he's her son, and he's an awesome guitarist, and yes, he's really good looking, like model good looking.
Okay, but what about these guys who have made their way on television? Who's the guy from what the fuck? Kian Cipriano.
Oh yeah. Oh, a lot of girls find him guapo. He's not my type, naman.
But what's the rock scene? What do the rock people think of Kian? Because, I mean, and be honest. I mean, because he does, leading man shit. He's young. I don't know how established. What's the band? Oh, fuck, what was the band he's from again?
Calla Lily.
I don't know how far Lily went in terms of gaining respect and stuff like that in the rock scene. What are the thoughts from rock people about Kian Cipriano?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever spoken to anyone about Kian, but
that says something.
I think it's no. I mean, I think it's anyone who does anything on TV. There's gonna be a good percentage of people who will be like, I sell out. No,
I don't know though, because I don't know. Listen, I don't want to cut you off, but I don't necessarily agree with that. I think
I don't agree with that.
I think that recently we have seen a huge amount of rock stars get into, let's say, mainstream television. Bamboo was on The Voice.
Yeah.
Rico does acting as well. He's in podcasting.
Mark Abaya does acting, and he's
Mark
an
Abaya's
awesome front man.
Excellent at both things he does, both acting and as Rockstar.
I think
but Kian's different though.
No, the people who say that don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Really. I mean, there are some that, questionable. Maybe they're better frontmen than they are actors, or vice versa, and so it causes conversations or whatever about them. But I mean, I don't think it's a thing. I don't think you should make a thing out of something like that. It's some people are just good at acting and singing, so why can't they do both, right? I don't know. I don't agree with the whole sellout thing.
Okay, then that's what I wanted to ask. And I don't think it is sellout anymore. I could see maybe 15 years ago where it could kind of rub people the wrong way. Why is that Rockstar doing it now? But I think because so many of the respected rock stars are involved in it. And it doesn't even necessarily mean acting too. If Chito Miranda's a sex tape. No, Chito does TV commercials.
Yeah.
Ira, your boyfriend modeled, I'm sure, right? I mean, I could remember him doing ads, right? I mean, why not?
If he ever did, he probably denied it.
Yeah,
he's never going to admit
sure
that.
He
but
did.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure I've seen him somewhere, or maybe that was an Askal. I don't know, whatever. But nevertheless, I mean, these days so many respected people do it. Bamboo does it, and Bamboo's huge. To me, just an incredible rock star.
Here's the thing, though. I mean, okay, if you're a full-time rock musician and you're not exactly up there with the big paycheck earners yet, tell me, how the fuck are you gonna support yourself? If you're
what do you mean? Like if you only do if you're
Like
a big time rock star,
yeah, but
and you don't get
because not all big time rock stars get big paychecks. I mean, it takes a while to get up there with like Bamboo status. You know, you gotta play.
But then you're parroquia, because remember, like for example, let's take parroquia. They don't do television; they do commercials, and they do gigs.
Right, but I mean,
they make incredible amounts of money.
Parroquia has been around for a long time. And so now that the music scene is completely different with the whole digital thing than it used to be, it's a little bit different. People are finding other avenues to get explored because no one's buying CDs anymore and whatnot.
I think the reason why we're not seeing a new band go out there and crush is because the material right now is on its it's on slow side.
It's become really easy to become a recording artist. You can be a recording artist.
But when's the last?
Banyo.
Okay, what's the last anthem OPM song we've had? When I say anthem, I mean just talking about the entire country fucking rocks out to this song.
That's Noibi by Bamboo, definitely.
See how long it's been?
Yeah, that's like
since we've had one
10 years maybe
material that has just blown people away.
Although
there must have been something after that.
There's lots. They're not rock though, but still, it's anthem worth. Quest came out with one.
No. The Quest, the singer, what's his real name?
The rap and R&B artist.
Yeah.
Quest, yeah, he came out with them. I think it's an anthem. Maybe it's not as widespread in terms of popularity.
No, I know what song you're talking about. I just can't think of it. Sorry, guys. I should be better at this.
Saludo.
Right, that's right. Saludo.
Yeah,
okay, right.
I think that's definitely anthem worthy. I don't know if it's gotten the mass appeal yet. Maybe it will get there, but I don't know.
I think it would be generous to call that anthem worthy.
Okay.
I maybe what's the biggest anthem? There must have been one that has come out a couple years ago. It can't be 10 years. That's weird. If it's 10 years, I'm going to hurt myself because I'm going to be so depressed.
It might be. I don't know.
No. Sundo. Is Sundo over 10 years old already?
I don't know.
That was pretty anthem.
Yeah. You're right. But I don't know what year that came out in though.
It can't be 10 years. It has to be less than 10 years.
Well, okay.
Anyway,
10 years ago was 2003, so I don't know.
Okay. My point is this. I mean, at least to answer your question, how are big time rock bands or popular bands out, or how are they going to make money without getting involved in television and stuff like that?
These days, yeah.
It's because we're lacking great material. Even from the good bands. The good bands also are not putting out material that rocks people's worlds. They have good material in terms of, this is a good song in that album, it's a good song right now, but is it something that the entire country will embrace and everybody who likes different kinds of music are just going to go, putang ina, ganda ng song na yan. That's a fucking awesome song.
Yeah.
We haven't had some of those recently, and I think we need to.
Yeah,
we need to come up with better material.
No, I agree with you. I mean, exactly. This was part of the conversation I had with Ira, and he was saying it just takes one song, one powerful song, and you got it made. That's it.
Yes.
And if you want to make more, then awesome. But really, it just takes one song to get you up there. But not everyone has that one song.
Okay, then let me ask you this. God, we were all of a sudden people's questions about their lives no longer important because fucking Nicole and I are talking about OPM. Okay, and again, I'm not qualified to talk about OPM with any kind of expert in some sort of expert capacity.
Me neither.
So I apologize.
Me neither.
Well, no, you're involved in it, and your boyfriend's
I'm involved in it, but I'm no expert.
Rock star. but no, I just don't want people to say, "Hey Mo, what the fuck, poser." I'm telling you, I don't know shit about this, but I'm gonna at least give my 2 cents. Then why in the 90s did E-Heads, River Maya, fucking Wolfgang, and all the great bands, fuck it, why is it that they were firing out hit after hit after hit? And these songs could be, if they were written today, would fucking rock out just like it did in the 90s.
Right.
What was in the water? What the fuck were they eating? What was in the air?
Yeah,
that
90s was
decade-
like the golden age of OPM rock.
Why-
Absolutely.
Why was the material so good? And why can't we duplicate that now?
Maybe it's a cycle, like every X amount number of years, there's like
Someone is born.
every breath someone. No, but yeah, there's the era of boy bands where all the boy bands just fire out hit after hit, and then there's the era of solo artists where you have all the Regines and the the other solo artists here, the pops, and then you have the era of bands. You have the E-heads,
Right.
and
You're right.
So maybe it's a cycle.
No,
And
you're totally right.
yeah,
That makes 100% sense. Well, and at least in my opinion, what you're trying, at least let me know if I'm wrong. I think that what you're trying to say is this. In the 90s, or at least in the 80s, so many fathers and mothers were into rock that their newborn, musically inclined children are exposed to this kind of music. So the very best musicians being born and starting and from an early age, you knew they were special. They got into rock. So that's why we have that better crop of people writing really great rock songs.
that's an interesting
These days,
observation. Yeah.
yeah, so these days, now the new generation of musicians are born, they've got so much more to choose from. So instead of the next Rico or Ellie getting into rock, he's being exposed to hip hop. He's being exposed more to pop. And that guy all of a sudden, instead of what we wanted him to be, which was destined for rock status, ended up going somewhere else and exploring a different kind of art.
Yeah.
At least in the 80s and 90s, it was, all right, here you go, dude. Rock is popular at OPM. OPM music is all about rock, man. This is what you got to do. So everybody's they're absorbing rock as their choice. And,
yeah, I totally
we're getting
agree
a better
with you.
crop of people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sorry, I was just
Heavy.
yeah. you made a really interesting point about the parents and the music they're listening to, because if you look at the age of like the E-heads players and that era, River Maya, they were probably growing up around the late 70s or around the 70s, right? And that is rock and roll era universally. That's
Sure.
where rock and roll came from. So they were exposed to the original rock and roll. And that
It's like how
might
one
have been-
country can be fantastic at one sport. Like say you take Brazilians. Why are Brazilians so goddamn good at football? And they're not the tallest guys. They're not this. Why are they so good at it though? That's because from day one, if you have athletic ability, we're gonna steer you towards this game. Now, if there was a lot of sports that we really liked, then you have a choice. And the quality of our football players will diminish, and there'll be a rise in basketball players. So if you're saying, what I'm saying is, the reason why, and I could be wrong, but I'm just going to try to throw at least some sort of scientific answer. The reason why the 90s and maybe to a certain point the 2000s with your parroquia and stuff like that were such great rock years was because when they were children, these great musicians were almost forced to absorb rock. Now they have a choice.
Absolutely.
And because they have a choice, the quality starts going down because your truly talented people have decided to take their talents to another genre or a different complete art form itself. They're now into something completely
That's
different.
an interesting
like web design or
observation.
whatever.
I would like to challenge anyone out there to do a study and
Yeah.
look into that.
But
That's
that also
actually a
means
good-
we're fucked for the future because
No, but the reason why I said cycle is because it's bound to come back. The
and
era,
that's where
the
Ira's
golden
thing.
era,
That's where
is bound to come back.
That's where Ira's take comes in, where we just need one song.
Yeah,
We just need a
one
few
song.
songs.
It doesn't really matter if it's rock or hip hop or what. It's just one
Preferably
powerful
rock.
song. I would prefer it to be rock, of course.
I would
but-
prefer it to be rock because I think we're better at that than we are hip hop. I think we're awful hip hop artists because I don't. It goes back to what we were talking about earlier today, which was we are a sensitive, emotional culture. And hip hop is a very mayabang, look at me, I fuck bitches, I spend money, and you fucking suck compared to me type of, like lyrically, it's so much of it is that, right? So I think hip hop forever, or maybe not forever, but for a long time, will have it's a difficult task for it to become extremely accepted in Philippine society because we are very sensitive.
I see
about
what you're saying,
people
yeah.
who fucking throw that kind of stuff out there.
I see what
Americans,
you're
yeah,
saying.
fine. I mean, I got hoes in every province. Imagine if we had a song like that no one would take it. Like,
although
I mean,
adversely, there are a couple artists like Glock 9 and them who have.
Yeah, but they talk about love.
Yeah, well, I mean, they also talk about poverty, and I guess it's clicking. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's clicking.
No, it'll always have a market, but I'm saying it'll never be rock. Because rock, you can talk about things in rock that melodically is fantastic. The message doesn't have to be as strong, or it could be as strong. Dude, Lak Lak, for example, is a great fucking song, and it's about alcohol. But the hook is so good, and everything is. It's hard to do that with hip hop.
Yeah, and
hip hop, so much of it is message. With rock, so much of it could also be just melody and good vibes, and I'm driving and I'm enjoying this.
Right,
really
my
nice
absolute
hook.
favorite rock song of all time has no lyrics. So,
Well, there you go, right?
Yeah.
But hip hop's so dependent on the message that it's trying to say, and you're right about the Glock and stuff like that. I fucking love Glock. I think he's fucking fantastic. But you're not going to see a lot of those guys, and that's why Glock has been doing it for so long. That's why. Because it's a smaller crop of people that you're willing to absorb and accept. With rock, it's different. There's a larger population of people you can accept because I think that genre just works well with us better than any other genre of music. Aside from ballads and stuff like that, which obviously your Martins and whatnot, your Christian Bautistas will forever do well. You know, I like rock. I mean, I'm not a rock guy per se in terms, but I see why it would be something that we would always sell with us.
Well,
we
just rock is pain, and we are the most emotional country in the world.
That's true. Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, you can't write rock music
Nicole.
without pain. Oh, you're amazing, Mo.
Yeah, dude, totally. Tell me like the day you break up with Ira, I will totally give you a call. Joke. All right, let's get to these calls, man. We got calls from Dubai, Bulacan, Dagupan. I mean, it's just lining up here. How about we go? Who do we have first? I even forgot. Edward, is that right? Oh no, we took Edward. Dion, you're on the show. Welcome to the program. How can we help you? You are on line 5. Dion.
Yes, hello.
All right.
Yes,
You're 33 years old. Dagupan, what's up?
Yeah. Yes, Dagupan.
Yeah, go. Hey,
okay,
Dion, question.
The question is, a boyfriend or abroad?
A boyfriend or abroad? Oh, God.
Which one is right to choose?
Yeah, it's funny because if in another culture we would think, do I go boyfriend or do I go girlfriend? Because, you know, it's abroad is slang for a girl, right?
Abroad,
so I was thinking, are you bisexual? You're like, oh, no, you meant like because we are, but because we are Pinoy, abroad is more, should I leave the country for greener pastures?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking abroad as in brother.
No, see, that's why I was kind of weird.
Okay, I
Generally, we would love some sort of story, Dion. Like, well, I have a problem. Kasi may opportunity ako pumunta sa States or sa Canada or Australia or whatever. But, you just kind of threw it out there with this or that. Okay, so where are we? Boyfriend or going abroad? What do you have abroad? What's the option? What do you got?
The option is... what do you mean by option?
Like, what do you have abroad? Like, there must be... You don't just go abroad. You have to have something waiting for you. At least, that would be the better way. You don't just fly and then think about it when you get there. What do you want to do? Is there an opportunity? What country are we talking about?
Okay,
Those
Canada.
things. Nice.
Canada.
To be a... What? To do what?
To be a nurse.
You're a nursing graduate?
Yes.
You have an opportunity to be a nurse? Like there's a job, either a job waiting for you or at least someone willing to sponsor you?
Actually, it's a petition.
Okay. Then forget your boyfriend. Totally. That's what I would do.
Oh my God.
Well, fuck, you asked me.
Okay.
I'm telling you, fuck yeah, man.
Matagal pa naman. This coming December pa naman.
That's not
So I
that
still
far,
have-
dumbass. That's 6 weeks.
So I still have
That's
time
not-
to...
You better make
to
a
go
decision
with-
soon. Okay, hold on. Let's ask Nicole here because it's always nice to get a second opinion. Nicole.
Have you spoken
an
to your boyfriend about going abroad? Have you spoken to your boyfriend about your opportunity abroad?
Soon.
You haven't
You will
spoken to him
Wow.
yet. Okay.
That speaks volumes about your relationship.
I think after you speak to your boyfriend, that should paint a clearer picture of the choices you're gonna have to make. So just cross the bridge when you get there.
Well, no. Here, how
That's
about
what
this?
I think.
What is your job right now? What are you doing for a living in Dagupan at 33 years old right now?
Well, no work, actually.
That's why you go abroad. You see, listen.
Yeah, that's
You're 33, unemployed. You have a petition, a nursing degree, and a chance to practice it internationally, which means more money. At this point, you're going to find another boyfriend in Canada. I mean, please. You might not find another job. The jobs are less than the boyfriends. So you take the less opportunity. I mean, you take the rarer opportunity. You know, we don't know anything about your boyfriend. I don't know him. I don't know anything about him, and I don't really care to. If you're just going to present to me a job in Canada and you're unemployed in Dagupan and you have a legit shot at being a nurse there and a petition and all of that, you'd take it. I don't care how awesome your boyfriend is. If he's so awesome, you'll do LDR and maybe one day be able to have him in Canada. But at this point, you have to take care of yourself first, and you have to take care of this opportunity because you're not doing anything right now. If you told me in Dagupan you were ranked #1 nurse, in this, that, and there are actually really good things happening for you in your career in Dagupan, then I'll say, oh, okay, well then fine. But you're unemployed. That needs to change when you're 33 years old.
Yeah,
and that needs to change
I
immediately.
guess so. Yeah, that makes sense. That now that you gave those details about
if you're 19, and you're like, hey, listen, my family's moving abroad, but I really like this guy. I still would say move abroad because you're 19, but and that relationship's not going to work out. But unemployed at 33, ooh, no. Loser days are over, man.
Okay.
All right.
Good luck,
Nicole. You concur?
I totally agree with what Mo said now. A while ago, I was like, I was wondering if they talked already and if that would have bearing on any kind of decision. But yeah, given the unemployment, it's definitely an opportunity you shouldn't pass up. Plus, traveling is awesome. That's the best education you can get. So why not?
You know what it is? Sometimes I try to come up with some sort of analogy, metaphor, whatnot. It's like saying, okay, say you commute every day, right? And someone says, hey, you won a new car in the raffle. And you go, I don't want to do it. Why? Because I don't have to pay for gas. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, then I would have to pay for gas. Yeah, dumb fuck. It's a brand new car. Sell it then. Do something with it. Don't. It's so rare to come up with a free car. It's so rare to come up with an opportunity, especially when you don't have one.
Yeah.
You don't have a work opportunity right now.
No, and in Dion's case, I mean, like, he's a nursing graduate, right?
Yeah.
So why'd you go to school all those years if you're not gonna?
True.
Right. That now makes sense. A while ago, I wasn't really thinking, but yeah.
you don't understand, Nicole. My boyfriend has a sweet ass.
Yeah. No, I do understand, Mo. My boyfriend has a sweet ass.
You don't understand my boyfriend's ass, though. Boy, it is a penis welcoming ass. It is fantastic. All right.
Who knows? They could move to Canada. Stuff
That's
could
right.
happen.
Dion, good luck. Good luck with whatever you choose. We want you to do well. All right, buddy. Thanks for the call. We appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye-bye. I think we have to take a commercial break. We usually try to take 2 or 3 phone calls per break, but we got into this whole rock because children are being born.
Yeah, sorry to keep you guys waiting.
Sorry. So I think we have to take a break, but when we come back, I promise we will take more calls. Nicole Asensio is on the program tonight. She is, as at least for now, the lead singer of General Luna. We'll see though what happens after that. You can follow her on Twitter at Nicole Asensio. See, it is destined for them to break up because her Twitter handle doesn't have like GL at the end or any of these other things that.
Oh, was it supposed to have GL?
It's supposed to have.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I
taking
didn't.
a break.
I don't know.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
Because we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
Familiar with a game Chubby Bunny, but wait. Have you played Chubby Bunny before? No. You put a marshmallow in your mouth. You say Chubby Bunny. And you keep putting it in your mouth. And you keep saying Chubby Bunny. Okay. Whoever can fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not gonna say Chubby Bunny. We're gonna have a conversation. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, okay ka na ba? Okay. And you're gonna be like, okay na. Okay. 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 Yeah. Go. 2 at a time? Okay, we're going to do 2 at a time. Okay ka na ba? Okay na. Good. I just saw it. Okay ka na ba? Okay na. Okay ka na ba? Okay na. Okay. No, love this question.
What you've been missing on The Factory.
Were you the one who posted, James, regarding the guidelines when it comes to checkpoints?
Yes, I was.
That's fantastic.
Yes, I just made it up, but I thought it was this time of year, right? Elections. You never let the truth get in the way of a good story, okay? Children, do not follow this at home. I'm just kidding. Just so you know your rights. If you do get stopped by a checkpoint,
you are not. We're able to verify all of these, James.
You're not allowed to run over them. That didn't make it here. So technically. Now, number 2. Upon approach, slow down. I guess that counts as not running them over. Dim headlights and turn on cabin lights. Okay.
Cabin lights.
Mm-hmm. Lock all doors of vehicles during inspection. Lock.
They might get pissed off because you're locking.
But that's the
doors.
thing. Okay. This is where they get you. And this is actually, I know we're making fun of it a little bit, but this is a serious issue. We've seen some people genuinely harassed. Drugs are planted. And other things, a Justin Bieber CD is planted, which is even worse.
Oh,
yes,
no.
I've heard of that, And there's no defense for that. There's really no defense. It's like, but Your Honor, we found this. Throw the book at him. The CD as well.
Then after that, you have to submit your cell phone and everything. Yeah. And next thing you know, you have a Justin Bieber ringtone.
Catch James Deacon and the boys on Counterflow Wednesdays, 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
This episode of Good Times with Mo, the podcast, is brought to you by Globe and Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website or online portfolio. For a free trial and 10% off your first purchase, go to squarespace.com and use the offer code MO10. That's MO10.
Friend says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered.
Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
And visit www.motwister.com.
Back on the podcast here. It is Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. Phone number 478-7954. Skype, The Good Times Podcast. You can text us 0927-214-1981. On the show tonight is Nicole Asensio. You can follow her on Twitter at Nicole Asensio. And she is... I'm enjoying this, by the way. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Bright. Yeah, I'm enjoying this too. I enjoyed it last time, so yeah, it's good to be back.
All right, cool. Good stuff. You ready to go for some calls?
Yeah, let's do that.
We have Dubai, and we have... Who's this other one here?
Dubai,
Basik.
cool. I was just there.
Cool. Oh, were you? Oh, that's cool. All right. And I've gone to other Middle Eastern countries. I've never been to Dubai.
It's fantastic.
Is it as what do you call this? Less strict as the other?
I think so.
Ones are by far.
Although I've only been to Dubai and Qatar. You mean with the dress code, the women?
Yeah, just generally, like even your material. Is there like certain material you cannot do, and
I think
everything's
Dubai is a little more lenient because I noticed they were more lenient than they were in Qatar, but I don't know about the other areas because I haven't been there. But yeah, I was like fully covered. It's beautiful though, man. It's a good mix of natural and manicured. Yeah.
It's all right. Qatar's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Let's go to. Well, we'll talk to him later. Let's go to Pasig here because this guy's been on the phone on his cell phone for like an hour. Roberto, welcome to the show. Thanks for being on hold for so long. You're on line 6. This here is Nicole Asensio. How can we help you, Roberto?
No, Roberto.
Oh, we lost him.
Oh,
we just tested him. He's been on hold forever. Can you get him back, please? Because I feel bad for the guy. The guy was on the cell phone the entire time.
Oh.
Now let's go to the Middle East and talk to, what's his name? Nusra, 35 years old, in Dubai. Hi, Nusra. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Mo. Good evening. Belated happy birthday, man.
Hi,
Thank you,
Nusra.
sir. I appreciate that, man. Thanks, dude.
Hi
All right.
to Nicole.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of sand here, actually.
There's a fucking lot of sand. Yeah. What's the temperature like? That's fucking a lot.
Well,
no, really.
right now it's
I tell this story. I tell this story all the time, man. Yeah, I'm on the fucking airplane. I look out the window and I'm like, that's a lot of fucking sand. It's amazing.
You're missing around.
Bro, nah. I'm good. All right. So what do you got, brother? Thanks for the call.
Yeah, thanks, Mo. Yeah, I just have some dilemma, actually. I got separated for a year now from a marriage. And then I'm just having a, hard time, basically. And then we can't deny the fact that it's a big turn-off if you want to, try to court someone else, right? I mean, that's the first thing you're going to experience. So how are you going to deal with that kind of, something that you're going to destroy once in a while?
I don't understand what you're saying. Do you mean that because you're separated or divorced, that when you get into another relationship, having to tell that person you've come from a failed marriage is how you do that?
Yes. How it's quite.
Are you divorced or are you just separated?
Separated, because in our country there is no such thing as divorce, right?
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to make sure that you're not annulled or because see, that's a little bit more of an issue. I think these days, if you were divorced, or annulled, where you're no longer legally bound to anyone, it's not a big deal anymore. I mean, I think it's fine. I have no problems dating someone who was married prior. I'm not sure about you, Nicole, if you would have dated anyone who was married before.
I haven't yet, but it shouldn't be a problem.
It shouldn't be a problem. The problem now lies, though, and maybe Nicole's opinion will bear a little bit more value to you than me because she's the female and you're trying to sell yourself to a female next time you come across one. What about a guy who's separated, Nicole? Not legally kind of detached or severed from this girl when they're in fact husband and wife still. Does it play a part in whether he's got a better chance with you or not, or is it a deal breaker?
Well, what's the situation? Are they still living together, for example? Because that can get complicated. Of course, there are always exceptions to the rule. Are you still living together with your wife?
Not at all.
Not at all.
No.
Okay, then I guess my opinion is it's about finding someone who's open-minded, because it shouldn't be a problem unless you make it a problem. And if you're saying that you don't live together and your relationship, I assume, with your wife is civil as it should be, then the person you're courting or dating or want to go out with should be open-minded that this is a part of your life, this is a part of your past, and there's nothing you can do to erase that or skip through it somehow, and they should accept that as you should accept whatever it is in their past if you really want to be together.
It's not just past though, Nicole. I mean, it's also present, and to an extent it will be future until they are legally
right
dispatched from each other. So I mean, it's not easy.
No, it definitely
I'm not
doesn't
old
sound
school.
easy.
I don't think Nicole is old school either in a sense where, you're married and, she's your wife and until that. But I think the girl has to go into it not expecting marriage, and neither can you. Like, I think starts with, okay, we're new in this relationship. Let's take it as it is right now. Let's not have too many 10-year plans, 5-year plans. It's let's just kind of take it day by day, week by week, month by month kind of thing. Because the moment you start throwing in things like, but what are we going to do 5 years from now? And then you're going to get into problems with anybody you're going to start dating. You get what I mean? Because there's a huge legal wall that hits you. And sometimes marriages will not get annulled for fucking 15 years, no matter how often you try. Yeah, and if you're dating someone, let's say Nicole's age, how old are you, Nicole? Let's say 26, 27. You're talking about 42 years old. You're still going to be dating. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be a problem. So don't look too much to the future when you get involved in a new relationship. And I don't think the female should as well. I think you guys should just enjoy each other's company.
Right. I mean, I don't know, but I think that goes with like not just for someone who's separated, but for anyone. Maybe because I don't.
No, but you have to be realistic. Sorry to cut you off. We have to be realistic. I mean, if you're a female and you're 28, let's take your garden variety female, and not maybe you particularly, because maybe you're different. But let's just take your garden variety, which is Filipina, 28, knows that there might be some sort of either a internal clock or a pressure from the family. Then in about 5 years, she should be married. Guess what? You're not going to be married in 5 years if you're dating someone who can't be legally divorced. Right. And 5 years is not going to do it. I mean, you need more time. Unless you're Chris Aquino and your brother's the motherfucking president, it's going to take longer than 5 years.
It's something to take into consideration, definitely. But then I like what you said, Mo, about just enjoying each other's company. I mean, why are you looking for a new relationship at this point in time, so close to having just been separated? Is it to immediately settle down and get married, or is it because you just want to enjoy the company of this person for now?
Well, maybe he's lonely. I mean, maybe he just wants to like get involved, and because the thing is, he's 35 also, and there might be a clock in him that he wants to, like, okay, I screwed up. The last marriage was a mistake. Unfortunately, the law doesn't allow us to remedy that mistake. But I'm 35. I want to have kids. I want to have a family. I can't now because fucking amen. Because the law says I can't. So, he might have a clock himself, unfair. Nicole. Yeah, he might have a clock himself that he wants to go ahead and start raising sons and daughters and playing basketball with them and doing all these things that he grew up with. But again, there's a legal wall there that it doesn't necessarily stop you. You can still have kids and stuff like that, but you can't get married again.
Right. That's why.
And that might be a problem for him.
That's the thing. Maybe what I think isn't coming across because marriage, the legal bondage, is something that in some countries you can't just reverse, like with divorce. But then is it more important to you to have that piece of paper that says you're married, or to just be with someone? Like, you can have a life partner, but then that's my non-garden variety clock ticking. So
no, I think that's a legitimate backup plan. Mm-hmm. Like, and actually, the backup plan is the plan you have to use because there's no first plan anymore. You've already
because it's not an
with
option.
With your first wife.
If you're saying you can't divorce, then getting married right away until your papers or whatever are remedied somehow is not an option. Then what is more important? Is it more important to have that piece of paper when that could be the strain on your new relationship, or to just spend time with the new person in your life and then worry about that stuff when the time comes?
So we have to then change two mindsets. I don't know if it's a gamble, but it's a change of mindset. The mindset number one we have to change is you can have a family. You can do all the things you want to do within reason with someone else as a backup plan. And B, we have to change the mindset of females. Hey, listen, girls, It's okay to date someone who's married. Because our law doesn't allow them to not be married. Just as long as they don't live in the same house and they're not in a romantic kind of relationship.
So, separated is different from still married in a sense.
In a sense.
Yeah.
So now this is not your fault. This is our country's fault. They refuse to pass a law that allows divorce. So women, you have to date married men. And married men, you have to have families as textbook as you want it to be. You have to have families with people you're not married with.
It happens. It's a common situation, I find. I mean, I personally don't have. I've never been married, but my parents were annulled, and it took 8 years for them to get annulled.
Yep.
So I grew up around that, and they saw other people, both of them, and they turned out fine. In fact, they're the best of friends. So I think what's important here is if you establish a good relationship with your wife or ex-wife, if you want to call her that, and things are civil and things are peaceful with your ex-wife and your current girlfriend, then labels shouldn't really matter, and that piece of paper shouldn't really be the first and foremost goal you have, as just keeping the peace and being happy and having the relationship that you deserve and you always wanted, regardless of the paper being signed or not.
And that's the best thing that's been said regarding this whole thing. That's extremely true. Of all the things that I've cooked up with, I've cooked up in my mind, I think what Nicole here said is the best thing that's come out, which is just as long as your wife is okay, like everyone's peaceful, is okay with you, it helps her being okay with the next girlfriend.
Yes, it's so important.
And you have to be cool with anyone that she's gonna date.
That's good. That's I think that's 50% of your problem solved. Actually, your relationship with your wife.
But the thing is, she wants me to do the expenses for the annulment. Like I'll be the one who will shoulder it.
What does the law say in your country about the fees?
Well, I think they're running
bound.
Philippine law.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
We're still bound. Like,
listen, it depends on how great your relationship is with her right now. If you're friends, because then you're gonna have to negotiate this,
right?
And if it becomes to a point where she's not gonna budge and says nope, you still have to do it. Guess what, dude? You still have to do it. so either way, it has to be done. And again, it could take a long time. It could take 10 years. It could take
why
8 years,
my
it could
parents'
take 12, 15
annulment
years.
took 8 years, because of that. The negotiating,
Yeah.
I presume. Yeah.
So negotiate.
The problem is,
whoever wants it more is going to pay for it. That's kind of the way the world works. One is going to have to do it that way. All right. So good luck, my friend, and I hope it works out well for you. I have this question.
It's hard, man. It's hard, man. I mean.
Oh, it is very hard. Listen, I'm not going to take that away from you. It is very, very hard. It is very difficult, and it's not even difficult. The legal process, the process of finding someone who's going to be okay with it, also is very difficult. So it is definitely
that's what I'm talking
uphill.
about, Mo.
Yeah, it's definitely an uphill battle.
There are people out there, though. I mean,
there are.
Oh, I'm one of them.
I'm one of them too.
Yeah, there are definitely people out there. It may not be easy to find them, but just know that they're there.
Yeah. All right. Good
All
luck.
right, Mo. Thanks, man.
Enjoy that sand.
Thanks, Nico.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good luck.
So let's say Philippines, no?
Yeah.
Nicole, say I'm President Aquino.
Mm-hmm.
Mouth breather, President Aquino.
Okay.
And I go, on October 30, I'm going to pass a law that legalizes divorce. You line up at SM Mega Mall or whatever. We're going to have a booth there. And let's do it. I'm tired of this shit, man. Let's do it. How many fucking people do you think are going to line up that day, man?
A lot. I think a lot of people would line up.
Imagine the line. It's going to go from building A, B out the fucking door into Shangri-La.
Right. But here in the Philippines, I find that there are some people who aren't doing it, getting divorced because it's illegal. But then there's a bigger number of people who aren't getting divorced / annulled because it's frowned upon by religion. Dare I open that can of worms?
Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of things that are frowned upon by religion that we engage in, and
Yeah,
we are a very popular sex tourism, sex trade.
Yeah,
destination
that's
in the
an
world.
endless
Yeah,
topic for sure.
Yeah, I mean we're definitely a big human trafficking country. So there are things I think we're big hypocrites, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think we hide behind a lot
definitely.
of fucking stuff like that, but we're fucking perverts and all that good stuff. So you're right. There's going to be a core group, a large core group that's not going to be cool with it because of the religious part of it. But then there are a lot of big countries that's population is just as passionate about their faith and the Christian faith that have divorce, and they make good use of it. So
I think,
and listen, the Bible allows you to have divorce. I mean, come on. I mean, like, don't misinterpret it. There are passages there that say if you do this, or if your husband does this, or if your wife does this, you can leave him. And if you just sell that idea to a very religious population, say, hey, listen, yeah, I get what you mean. You guys went in front of God. You said till death do us part, to sickness and all that stuff. But if you read the Bible, there are passages there that say that you can go away if he does fuck up. And fuck up means this, you can go.
Mm-hmm.
So take advantage of that passage, you Bible readers. I'm not one of you, but it's there. Let's go to, who do we got? Oh, Roberto. Sorry, Roberto on Pasig, line 6. Hi, Roberto.
Yes, hello. Hi, good evening.
Good evening, brother. You're 28. How can we help you?
Yeah, just want to let you know, just want to open this up. I'm not a straight guy, though. I'm a, bisexual thingy, but not the transgender one. I just want to answer a question regarding a lover, a friend, and an ex-lover. Because what actually happened is that I have this friend. I treated him like a brother, a sister, a best friend. And then what actually happened is that he tried to flirt with my ex-lover or ex-partner, which is basically like I really love the most, my first love. And I'm a typical type of person doesn't want to go ahead and have my ex go with my friends. What can you say about it?
Yeah, I think most people are like that. I mean, Matt, I mean, I don't know about you, Nicole. Like, there's a girl code, there's a boy code, bro code, there's a gay code, I'm sure. I don't know which one is more strict. Like, I think the bro code is really strict. Like,
the bro code is definitely more strict than the cis code. I don't know if there's a bisexual version of the code because is there?
But for me, bro code and girl code are actually the same with bisexual.
It should be
people.
I don't think so.
Because love is no. It is the same for me because if you're gonna think of it, love actually turns the world around, and also
money
all
does.
People,
I'm sorry, you're mistaken, but yes, continue.
As well. Basically, if you're gonna think of it, they both have the same traits. They do. Both sexes love, and
this is a good debate. Listen, Robert, it's a great debate. Which gender, meaning boy, girl, gay, or lesbian, let's just say, should you respect their code? Which one has more importance? And while you think they're all the same, I don't agree. I think the bro code is
they
stronger.
should be the same.
Yes,
but
in a
I
perfect
think
world.
in a perfect world, they would be the
no
same.
way, because you
But
have
they're
to know
not.
how the guys' level of property and all of these things are stronger, I think, than a female's. Like, I think a female's connection takes precedent over any other kind of feeling and law, while a guy's respect for another guy is such a big deal. Like, we were so different in that aspect of men and women and gays. So I don't know what you guys value more than, but we value respect. We value permission and all of these things. And it sounds like we own a girl. We don't own her, like, in a sense where she can't do anything. We own the concept of it. And if you break it, if you're a guy, you're a friend, and you break that, that's a really big crime. Like, you're breaking the concept of it. Like, you can feel, okay, listen, my best friend can date an ex-girlfriend, no problem. In a perfect world, no problem. But there's a concept there that you're not supposed to break.
Yeah.
He can, and he will, and whatever, like physically, because we can't stop anyone, because then that would be imprisonment, slavery, or whatever the fuck. But there is an idea that you're not supposed to.
The best way I can give you advice is by relating in a way to what your dilemma is. And I once
You
had
dated
I dated a friend. No. I had a boyfriend for a long time, for years, and I was totally in love with him. But then later on, I realized that he actually fell in love with my closest cousin. And so there, it kind of not only broke the cis code, it was like an actual cis code because we're blood related, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
So it was very hard for me. Like I went through a lot of pain for a long time, but that's the thing. Okay, so I was hurt more than the fact that he fell in love with her. I was hurt more than by the fact that she broke the cis code or the cousin code or whatever. And that scarred me for much longer than he did because he's just a guy. I'll find another guy. I did find another guy. And what hurt me more is the fact that, wow, this person who I trust with my life, who knows all my secrets, who I treat like a sister, did this to me. And that took me longer to get over. But it's not in my case at least, it's not a situation that's going to remain like that forever because it's been a couple years. I'm over it. I have done my forgiving. I've not done my forgetting because you'll never forget. That scar's going to be there. But I've done my forgiving. And you know what? The Philippines is small. Sometimes in some situations, you're going to know somebody who's going to date your ex, who's going to have dated their ex and blah, blah, blah. You can't avoid that. So it's your choice. I mean, it's going to hurt. You can't say it's not going to hurt. But eventually, it's up to you how you're going to cope with the pain, and if you want to stay there and rot there, or you want to move on and say, you know what, I'm happy now
but
anyway.
is part of moving on, Nicole, you being just as close to your cousin again? Of course
No.
not, right?
See, the thing is, ever since, of course I was angry. Who wouldn't be, right? But if she ever came to me and even tried to maybe apologize. I don't know if apologize is the right word, but like try to fix it. I would totally accept that. But the thing is, I can't make the first move.
Yeah, see, that's your flaw.
I'm too nice.
No. See,
it's family.
Because it sounded like a bro code to me, and then that part came in. See, that's the part that the girl code has that the bro code doesn't.
No, but see, in my case,
the girl
it's family.
code has
It's different.
Reconciliation involved.
If she was some random girl, I wouldn't say
You'd fuck her
that.
up.
Yeah, of course. Well, I'm a lover, not a fighter. But yeah.
But you hit her with a microphone.
But this is family we're talking about, and so that changes things. But
So your girl code is just as just almost the same as our bro code.
I would like to say ideally, but then girls react to each other differently. We're a little cattier than you guys are. So.
Right, but you're more. But you said you're more forgiving than we are. I think that females value the connection they have with each other more than a lot of other things. Like I think. I don't know, how do I say that? Because guys are like that too. I mean, in a sense. I mean, the bro code is the reason the bro code is so important is because, and I apologize for this, Nicole, but we're talking about guy locker room conversation.
Yeah, don't
the
apologize.
The reason why the bro code. Okay, the reason. Oh, I mean, I gotta be respectful.
Thank you.
The bro code is important because we know what we want. We want pussy.
Mm-hmm.
We want to fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We want to fuck as many girls as possible, and the connection I have with my bros is it's not about romance. It's like man, I understand you want to fuck, but our connection, this brotherhood shit we have, is bigger than your ejaculation. Like it's bigger than that. And if you want to fuck my girlfriend, meaning you just wanted your dick to be happy, and you destroyed all of this, it's such a big problem for us.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
With females, and this is my opinion, like if I was a girl and a girl broke the girl code, I'd be like, okay, baka naloko ka lang. Maybe the guy was able to sway you because he connected with you, and it was more than it was more than just your orgasm. So I say, oh, okay, I'm gonna forgive you. I'll be inclined into forgiving you a little bit quicker. But with a guy, it's like you could have fucked any other girl. Why'd you fuck my girlfriend? Your dick fucking thought, your dick thought your dick thought, what is this? Before your head did. Now with females, it could be like, well, the guy could have swayed you, or you guys could have gone somewhere and did something, and there was some sort of connection there, an emotional, true connection. Ours was you just wanted a piece of ass.
So I got a question for Roberto. Having said that, Mo, what's it like when now you're two guys? You know what I mean?
That's why I say, sorry, and right before Roberto, that's why I say I feel like, now I could be wrong, I feel like the gay code is the least strict of the group because you're dealing with two guys who want to fuck.
On my part, that's not going to be true, guys, because what we usually do is, on our part, like bisexuals, we do not have any relationship with the straight guys. We do have relationship with, same aspects, bisexuals too.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of, for our part, it's the same thing. Boys and girls, you do have respecter codes and everything. We also do the same thing. We want to go ahead and, keep the friendship still. Mm-hmm. However, it sometimes, feels like awkward.
Oh, we just lost the guy. Fuck, sorry. I'm looking at the time here. We're running out of time because we got a lot more calls. No need to get him back.
This is fun, though. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it is, but fuck, I'm looking at the time and we're running a little late here. So what's the final verdict on this guy? What are we going to tell him? We didn't get all of his story, but at least we got enough to know what the fuck he's going through. How say you, Nicole?
Well,
You've been through it.
Yeah, I've been through it. Manila's small. You can't
I'm going through it right now, too.
You are? Oh, good luck with
Well, not
that.
really. Well, because my ex-girlfriend's dating my best friend, and my best friend kind of, it was funny because, when I left, he's like, I'll make sure that, he even told me about the bro code before. He goes, like, I want to make sure now she's your girl, and, if anything happens, I'm going to be there on behalf of you. And then, like, less than a week later, he was banging her, and he completely didn't talk to me anymore. So it was,
yeah.
And you're completely right. It's not the girl that's not the issue. It's, dude, we were been best friends for over a decade. Like, traveled together.
Right.
When you went through your awful marriage, I was there. When I went through this, you were there. But there was so much there. So if it hurts. The most painful part of it all is the friend part. Like, what the fuck are you thinking, man?
I think there's always a split second where you have a choice, or you have at least a split second to look and see, okay, who am I hurting here? And that's why I took a while to get over that pain of being betrayed, because I was thinking, okay, the guy, I'll get over him. I mean, if it was any other regular breakup, it wouldn't have taken me so long. But it's the fact that the girl had that split second to think about hurting me and what it would do. I told her, hey, you're hurting me.
Now, did she cheat on you? Did she cheat with your boyfriend, or did she wait until you guys broke up and then banged him?
That's questionable. Of course,
that sucks even more.
That's questionable. I think they waited, but I'm pretty sure there were already emotions invested. So I don't think
mine was
anything...
completely different. Like, mine, they were just acquaintances, and he was like, you need to break up with her. You need to break up with her. You need to get out of here. I'll drive you to the airport, and you could get away from her and stuff like that. And then the moment, then he swooped in, in a matter of days and stuff. But they were just acquaintances at the time. So, I think yours is worse because, they were actually behind your back already.
There were
It
definitely
seemed like
emotions being invested. Although to act on those emotions, I'm guessing they waited until I was out of the picture. But emotions being invested when you know they're being invested, that can hurt. That can hurt a lot. So,
totally.
yeah.
I get you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I am sharing this because I'm relating to Roberto, but it's not really an issue for me anymore. I'm actually really good friends with a guy now. In fact, I'm happy about that because I lost an asshole boyfriend. Sorry.
Sure.
But I gained an awesome friend. Like, I know if I get in trouble, that guy's gonna, like, help me out,
Fair enough.
So, I gained a friend. So there's you lose something, you gain something.
I think that's the difference between the girl code and the bro code as well. We're like, you're forever fucked in our eyes. And not only that, I'm going to wait till you're a little bit, you're suffering a little, and then I'm going to step on you.
Yeah.
That's the difference between the guy. You're fucked for forever. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Anyway,
know.
we gotta
I
go.
don't. Yeah.
Sorry. No, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I
Like-
don't know
like
if that's
if
a gender thing or that's like an individual thing.
I think it's a gender thing.
Yeah. Oh, you do? Okay.
Well, because if it was my closest cousin, he's fucked too. Like, I'll kill his dog.
Well, I was feeling that way for a couple years, and she took the easy route. She moved away. So,
Let's take a break. Back after
Stay
this.
tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
With All Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with a game Chubby Bunny, but have you played Chubby Bunny before? No. You put a marshmallow in your mouth. You say Chubby Bunny. And you keep putting it in your mouth. And you keep saying Chubby Bunny. Okay. Whoever can fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not gonna say Chubby Bunny. We're gonna have a conversation. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, okay ka na ba? Okay. And you're gonna be like, okay na. Okay. 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 Yeah. Go. 2 at a time? Alright, I'll learn 2 at a time. Okay ka na ba? What? Okay na. Good. I just saw it. Okay ka na ba? Okay na. Okay na ba? Okay na. Okay. No, not this one.
What show?
That show is a show. You know, that show. It's that show, pare.
Oh, that show. Oh. Yeah, that show's cool. We talk about...
Oh, what does this look like?
Vagina and...
Like a double blowjob.
Vagina?
Who is the asshole that decided to shave this shit off the entire planet?
Sometimes we like to talk about...
It's like when you guys like a high-fiving on a girl and then you're doing her in the butt and you're doing her in the mouth. High five, bro.
Vagina. Vaginas.
And you're jacking off really intensely, but like massaging your balls and shit.
I'm not talking about a Chewbacca, man. I'm just talking about a nice little,
Vaginas.
And don't miss that spot, like the cowper's gland. It's like in between your balls and your asshole. But not me, because I'm a guy.
Yeah, that's a cool show. You should watch it. I think we're on Tuesday.
Hi. They say nothing in this world is free, and for the most part, that's true. But here at NMF Network, all shows are indeed 100% free. And as an added feature, you have the option to subscribe to all your favorite programs, also at no charge. Why should you subscribe? By subscribing, you no longer have the hassle of delays when you stream the program. You also don't need to keep checking our site to see if your favorite programs are up, because they'll automatically be uploaded to your device as soon as it's available. Here's how to do it. First, open iTunes. Your next step, hit the iTunes Store button. A search bar should open up as soon as you do that. Type New Media Factory in the search bar, and all your shows should open. Pick the show you like, or all the shows you like. And once that opens, hit the subscribe button. And that's it. You're in. All shows will now be automatically downloaded to your device.
Then the maid got jaundice. Jaundice is different from jaundice. Jaundice is buntis, like that. But she does not. Tears up. Tears up. Anyway, jaundice does not know. This is professional show. I will put the merienda here. So jaundice, and I'm now happy to present to you Carl Lutario. Halika dito, te. Tabi tayo. Gusto mo ng snacks? Ano ba to? Ganyan ba yan? Tapos? Ang puti. Ay, tapos. Dito ba? Pwede ba dyan?
Pwede. Concealer. Yan, para sa show mo, ha? Oh.
Aray ko. Amayaya ba? Pwede ba itong ano? Zora, pang ano ba to? Oil absorbing? Pwede ba itong pang nose line?
Tita Kay, may caution.
Caution! Caution! Basta ng glamour, te!
When used for the first 2 weeks, more pimples will appear. Burahin na sila.
Oh my God! Te!
Sorry, ma'am.
Basta ng glamour!
Ito talaga?
Hindi, bago yan. Don't worry.
Buti ako sa mata lang. Hindi naman nagkakapyo. Dapat pala caution muna yung pinasa natin.
Join your host Carrots Nazareno on Live Love Lols every Thursday, 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
What you've been missing on The Factory. Were you the one who posted, James, regarding the guidelines when it comes to checkpoints?
Yes, I
That's
was.
fantastic.
Yes, I just made it up, but I thought it was. This time of year, right? Elections. You never let the truth get in the way of a good story. Okay, children, do not follow this at home. I'm just kidding. Just so you know your rights. If you do get stopped by a checkpoint,
You are not allowed
We're able to verify all of
them.
these, James.
You're not allowed to run over them. That didn't make it here. So technically, now number 2, upon approach, slow down. I guess that counts as not running them over. Dim headlights and turn on cabin lights. Okay.
Cabin lights.
Mm-hmm. Lock all doors of vehicles during inspection. Since lock.
They might get pissed off because you're locking
but that's the
doors.
thing.
Okay.
This is where they get you. And this is actually, I know we're making fun of it a little bit, but this is a serious issue. We've seen some people genuinely harassed. Drugs are planted and other things, A Justin Bieber CD is planted, which is even worse.
Oh,
yes,
no.
I've heard of that, And there's no defense for that. There's really no defense. Yeah, it's like, but Your Honor, we found this. Throw the book at him. And the CD as well.
Then after that you have to submit your cell phone and everything. Yeah. And next thing you know, you have a Justin Bieber ringtone.
Catch James Deacon and the boys on Counterflow Wednesdays, 7:30 to 8:30, only here on The Factory.
Friend says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered.
Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
And visit www.motwister.com.
Good Times with Mo, the podcast, Season 2, brought to you by Globe. Phone number 478-7954. Skype the Good Times Podcast. Text us 0927-214-1981. Do you know that illegal repeaters aren't the only reasons why we experience signal interference, especially in exclusive residential villages? There's some harmless devices like the RFID security systems that also affect our mobile signal reception. So for more signal-related info or inquiries, you can contact Globe on Twitter, which is @TalkToGlobe, or you can call the Globe hotline. So thank you, Globe, again for being part of our program. On the show tonight is Nicole Asensio. You can follow her on Twitter @Nicole Asensio.
Hello.
She sings for General Luna. And wait, you guys have any gigs or something like you want to throw? You said you have a gig, was it this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be performing with General Luna at the Tanduay Rum Rock Fest.
See that?
At 5:30.
See that? You see the wording on that? It says if you guys already broke up.
What?
Yeah, I will be performing with.
Because
General
I perform
Luna.
other
That
places
means,
too.
No, but see, that means already you've broken up. You're just now like it's a reunion concert now. Is what it is.
No, it's not a reunion
That's
concert.
true. Don't lie.
No, it's
Don't
not
lie.
a reunion concert. You'd
guys
have
are
to pay me 20 million. You guys didn't hear what was going on off air.
Yeah,
but
we
we
were
were talking about reunion concerts.
Right, because Ira Cruz, who used to be part of the group Bamboo, of course with Bamboo, and is your boyfriend. And I remember asking Bamboo, 20 million. You and Rico back on stage together, Rico Blanco, River Maya. Let's do it. One reunion concert, a la E-Heads. One time, big time, River Maya, which I would be really thrilled about. And he's like, nope. And I'm like, wow, do you guys hate each other so much that you couldn't even do it for 20 million? You think Ira would go back, say 20 million? Ira back on stage with Bamboo with the old group? You think he'd say yes?
I don't think Ira. Well, from what I know, Ira doesn't really have beef with anyone, so he'd definitely say yes. Yeah.
Shit.
I don't know.
Good.
Can't speak for him, but
It's
yeah,
not-
from
yeah,
what I know,
right.
yeah.
It's
Doesn't
not
really
like the
have-
General Luna setup, which of course is very.
Well, we're performing together on Friday, and we're definitely not getting paid 20 million. So that should tell you something.
All right, so where is this again? I'm sorry, on Friday?
This is at MOA Concert Grounds.
Excellent.
At 5:30 p.m. is our set, but there are a lot of bands playing, so I mean it's a whole day thing. So if
So they're gonna keep you guys apart, like like when in a fight, someone's gonna hold one side and the other
No
band's
way,
gonna help.
dude. No,
Or you guys
not at all. In fact,
I understand.
I just came home from Istanbul like a couple weeks ago, and I have this little bag of pasalubongs that I'm really excited to give to them. So it's not like that.
Okay. Like very harsh spices and stuff that will get them in the. I get it.
No.
Listen, Nicole, it's fine. Hey, Nicole, listen, it's normal. Happens to all bands.
Yeah,
They
it
end up hating each other at one
does.
point. Yeah, it's
Well,
all right.
It does happen, but it's
Yeah.
I'm not.
No need to
I don't
sugarcoat.
hate
You're fine.
anyone.
No, it's okay. It's okay, Nicole. It's fine.
I'll let you say what you gotta say, but I'm saying what I'm saying.
I'm just kidding. Come on. How can anyone hate you, right? How can you guys hate each other? You guys are nice people. I had you guys on the show before. You guys are all fantastic.
We're funny, man. We're funny. I mean, outside of work, we're hella funny with each other.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It just sucks that one of them slept with the other person's boyfriend. But
Wouldn't that
we're
be
moving on,
funny
and-
though? That would be a whole new level of cis code. Oh, that'd be
Yeah,
funny.
that would be Actually, I think that's worse than your cousin, because your cousin's only your cousin by default.
No, but she was also my closest cousin. Like, I don't have sisters, so she was like my sister.
Ah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then, yeah, that sucks. All right, let's get to. Hey, speaking of singing, let's take a question about singing. And let's talk to John, who's 22. John, you're on line
All
6.
right.
Welcome to the program. How can we help you, John?
Yes, hello. Magandang gabi. DJ Mo.
Magandang gabi, John. Yes,
Hi,
sir.
John. Okay. Tanong ko lang po, paano ba magkakaroon ng confidence? Kasi mahihain ako pag mag-audition, ganyan-ganyan.
Audition for singing?
Mahihain ako. Oo.
So, well, listen, I have to admit, when we spoke to you off air, I thought you had no chance in being a singer because you sounded very reserved. And I mean, there are quiet singers, but there was just something about you that I felt would not click. But now that we're talking to you, you seem like you have a little bit of personality. And what you're looking for now is confidence?
Yes. Wala. Parang
How do you-
nahiya ako. Mahihain kasi ako.
Girl, alam mo, okay, hindi pwede ganyan. Let's ask Nicole. Nicole, confidence in an audition is different from confidence, I think, at a concert, right? I think the audition's worse.
Yeah, the audition's definitely worse because you can see the faces of the people who are watching you and all their facial expressions. But the thing is, I mean, if you've done it at home and you've practiced enough, then you should come in and yeah, it's normal to be nervous. I get nervous every single audition. That hasn't changed, not even a bit. But I mean, you just do your thing, and you can't expect that you're gonna hit the nail on the head every time and do it perfect every time, because that doesn't happen, and that's reality. And you know what? These people on the panel who are auditioning you, they know that. They've probably auditioned other singers before, or other
Good point.
performers before, and they know what it's like to be nervous. Maybe some of them are singers also, so they experience that. So don't worry about it. It's a part of the process. Sometimes it doesn't go away. I mean, I haven't been singing 50 years, but I've been singing a fair amount of time, and you know what? I still get nervous, and I use it to my advantage sometimes, because sometimes when I'm under pressure, I do better. So
yeah, I could see that.
Yeah,
I could see where that makes sense.
you know what I mean? So maybe if you have that in your mindset na, okay, I'm being pressured to deliver something, then maybe your body will follow and really deliver it. But then you can't also expect to be perfect every time, because that's not going to happen.
A couple of points I want to bring up based on what you said, Nicole. Number one, like these people who are auditioning this guy John, they know what they're, they know that it'll happen, that some people will have bad days, some people might be sick or whatever. And I also know, like, as a person who's auditioned people, you don't want to let one pass. Like, you don't want to miss out on someone. I learned at an early age I disregarded artists as worthless, and they went on to be fucking superstars. I mean, not saying they were auditioning in front of me, but I made the mistake early on. Like, again, I've told the story many times where I interviewed a very young Justin Timberlake, and I remember him saying, like, "Oh, here's my album," and I was like, "Thanks," and I fucking threw it off from over my head the moment he wasn't looking, thinking, "This is trash." This is shit. And then he went on to be Timberlake, and that's happened to me countless times with different international superstars. Like, and I regret every day. And when I see Justin now, I tell him the story and he laughs and whatever. So it's funny now, but back then I remember the day so clearly. Like, he was like, "This is my album. What do you think?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's whatever." And he turned around and was like, "Fuck this." Kind of threw it out in the trash can. And he's just truly amazing. So, people these days they want to be able to at least discover something and say, they heard it first and all that stuff. So they're going to give you a little bit of leeway, but it all revolves around your realistic ability.
Yes.
Like, that's where confidence comes from.
Right.
Are you really that good? Because if you are that good, even if you're a little nervous or whatever, there's nothing like talent destroying everything else in the room and taking people. So, John, at that, with that in mind, it is, are you a really good singer? Because if you fucking suck, you can have all the confidence in the world and you're going to fail. And if you fucking suck, overconfident,
then that's worse.
Is a disease. It's so,
that's worse.
It's such a turnoff. Like,
Yeah.
I can't wait to fail you because you're overconfident. So everything comes back to, can you deliver? If you're a great singer, all that confident shit, that'll come in time. Can you bring it? And John, I want to hear you bring it in front of us.
Yeah, now's your chance to sing in front of
And I'll be honest,
a lot of people.
I'll be honest, John. If I think you fucking suck, I'm going to tell you fucking suck. Now, I'm not sure if Nicole will be as diplomatic or will be diplomatic about it, but I want you to know whether I think you have a good chance. Because then you're not going to go to auditions anymore. All right,
This
so
is
let me
like
hear it. What do you
the
got?
pre-audition to
Yeah.
the audition.
Yeah.
Practice.
And I'm not going to fuck around. Okay, I'm not going to fuck around because I don't know you and I'll probably never meet you. So I don't care. So I just want to hear it.
Okay. Thank you so
Give me your
much.
best-
Magaling niyo po mag-advise, in fairness.
Yeah, okay, but I want to hear you sing, all right? And give me your go-to videoke song, like your best.
Kakanta ko.
Oh.
Sample.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Teka
Not the
lang.
whole thing. Yeah, go.
Wait lang.
Just one chorus. One chorus
Yeah.
of your favorite
And
song.
we will be able to adjust based on. Oh shit!
For you say. Wait lang nga, wait. I'm
Putang
talking
ina, no, that's
loud, not saying much.
John, you're awful.
I'm criticized.
Oh.
But all your work is big of shame. You show me down, but I get up. Babahan mo.
Okay, John. Listen,
Okay.
I'm from Bulacan too. Listen, I'm from Bulacan as well, right? So there's a little bias for me because you're one of my dudes.
Yes,
But
taga Bulacan ako, taga Lulumboy. Malapit
me
sa
too.
Town and Country.
Yeah, I live in Town and Country as well. We were in the same subdivision.
Oo.
Fantastic. Okay, John, listen. It says here you want to be a famous singer. This wasn't like an audition for school or like some sort of play. Because if you're auditioning for a small scale, like Lulumboy Barangay kind of Christmas party, then I'm going to say fine, whatever. Not that you're good, but you're fine. It says here you want to be a famous singer. With that piece of information that you've given us, there's no way in hell you're going to be a famous singer.
Okay.
All right, dude?
Okay.
All right. Just want to make
Thank
sure.
you.
Nicole, am I bursting am I popping his bubble here, or am I being realistic?
Is he still around?
He's still there. He's there. He's right there.
You know what? He's in tune. That's one thing I can say because I've heard a lot of singers who are not in tune. They're, sometimes I'm not in tune. When I'm tired, I'm flat. But yeah, but it needs work. And yeah, it needs work. And that's something that you can work on. It's not like you're tone deaf. He can hear the notes he's
Nicole,
saying.
really? This guy, famous singer? Famous singer.
It's going to take a while, though. I didn't say it was going to happen like in the next 5 years. It's going to take work. A lot of work.
You can get into music that doesn't need a lot of vocals.
Right. There's a lot of bands that you don't have to sing like Robert Plant to
Sure. And we don't know where technology is going to be 10 years from now in terms of being able to fix you up.
Yeah, everyone's using auto-tune now. So I mean,
right. See,
you know what I mean?
Future for you, John.
Okay, John, my advice is it's not about being the best singer in the world and pulling out vocal gymnastics, although there are many singers who can do that, like Mariah and whatever. It is about listening to your voice, knowing how it sounds, and using it with the right kind of music.
Thank you, Paula Abdul.
Oh, I'm not that drunk yet. We'll see.
The one who looks at the silver lining and the positive, and she's the one who brings hope to a rather hopeless. No,
but I did say it needs a lot of work. I did say that.
John, famous singer, in my opinion, no fucking way. You, in fact, are the album I'm going to throw over my head and be sure that it'll never bite me in the ass. But you can always sing in smaller scale and stuff like that at school or whatever, and I think people will applaud you somehow. Okay? But if this is your number one plan in life, I suggest you shape up and you find something a little bit more concrete for you, like a nursing degree or something else. Because you're 22. These dreams of being a big-time singer with your ability should be happening at 14. And then at one point you're supposed to realize, okay, I don't sing well, and I'm going to go ahead and take engineering. But for you at 22 to still kind of strive to be a famous singer with considering your ability, obviously, I think you're in trouble. So you should go ahead and look for something else. All right?
Okay, thank you. Ang galing mo mag-advise. Salamat.
I know.
Bye, John. Good luck.
Get away. Nicole, I mean, harsh but true, right? You can't
no, I know what you're saying.
You can't say I want to be a famous singer and then sing like that unless you're 12.
No, but 22 is a little bit late to not have a backup plan. I mean, I don't know. We didn't ask him about his backup plan, so we don't know that.
It just says he wants to be a famous singer.
Okay. So, all right. If there's no backup plan, then 22 is a little late to not have a backup plan.
Considering that ability. Remember, we have to be, because if you were a great singer, if he in fact blew us away, then 22 is fine. You're fine. Yeah, you can do something about it. But considering how awful he was, oh, good God, you better have something else.
There's the thing with singing is there's a lot of competition. And that's why I said what I said about knowing how to use your voice, because there are a lot of singers out there who are out to prove that they've got the best chops, and there are a lesser number of singers out there who won't ever have the best chops, but use their voice so well that they can fucking suck and the music will still be amazing. You know what I mean?
See, that's what I love about sports, Nicole, is that it doesn't matter. I mean, there's rarely any politics in sports. Either you're good or you're not good.
Right.
Either you can run the 100 in 10 seconds or you can't.
Right.
And that stopwatch doesn't have a bias. It doesn't have a preference of any sort. It's either you do it or you don't do it. And that's why I love sports, because it is just so true in your ability. There might be a little bit of politics every now and then, but if you can fucking ball, you could be the biggest asshole, fucking criminal. We see criminals all the time. They're still getting paid hand over fist millions because guess what they can do? They can beat the stopwatch.
Yeah. No, but you're right. Sports is completely different from music,
that's what
which
I love
explains
about
why I don't know much about sports. But okay, here, I learned this from a really good classical voice teacher. She's not my voice teacher, but she did tell me this. She said, what's important is the image of your voice or what it sounds like in your head matches what's coming out of you. Because if
that would be awesome.
Right? If you sound awesome in your head, and that's what you think you sound like, but you don't really sound like that, then it's a problem. So
that makes sense.
That's what she said. So I guess that if I could just echo that to John and everyone out there who's feeling what John's feeling, then as long as you know what you sound like, then you're fine. You can improve, but you cannot improve anymore if you think you've got it made and you don't.
Yeah, and you don't bring it.
Yeah.
But with my sports references, that's when you bring up things like there are people who are not that great singers, but they're going to make a handsome living on it.
Mm-hmm.
That's because music is so. You're right. The competition in music is not just great. It's not. Again, when I say my difference with sports, the competition in sports is great, but if you can do it, you're in. You don't have to have a great manager. You don't have to have this. You don't have to have that. If you can do it, you can do it. With music, you can do it and never get it.
Yeah.
And someone who can't do it will make millions and millions and
exactly.
millions. Just for some weird reason that they clicked. It's hard to predict music and success in music. And to be, as this guy wanted to be, a famous singer. It's easy to predict it in sports.
Yeah, so there's the question. Do you want to be a famous singer or do you want to be a good singer? Because sometimes the good singers aren't famous and the famous singers aren't good. But,
Makes sense.
kanya-kanyang diskarte yan eh.
That's what's tough about the showbiz thing, man. I'm telling you. That's why.
Any art form, actually.
Totally. Yeah, absolutely. Let's go to it looks like we don't have time to make a couple more calls. So let's just take one last one and then we're going to get out of here. Kat, 21 Manila, line 5. What do you got, Kat?
Hello, Mo.
Hey, Kat.
Hi. Hi, Nicole. I just want to ask something. I've been really giving this a lot of thought, and it's about my friends. I'm currently fourth year college, and I had a different set of friends when I was in first year. Yung mga usual na yung kayo magkakatabi, tapos kayo naging friends, ganon. Syempre, it turned out na hindi pala sila yung nice crowd na, And so, ngayon, nung nag-third year, nag-decide ako na mag-split. Kasi syempre, in a group of friends, you would want to grow together. Obviously, walang growth dun sa group of friends na yun. So, nag-split ako. So, naghanap ako ng bagong group of friends. And, I don't know, kasi syempre, if you're in third year na, may mga circle of friends na nabuo. So, mahirap na magsali sa ibang group.
Now, hold on. I have a question. These friends, these are college friends or are these high school friends?
Yes, college friends.
Okay.
College friends.
What's your question?
Yung current group ko ngayon, parang hindi pala sila yung the group that I thought that they were. Kasi hindi rin pala sila okay. And sometimes kasi I feel excluded. So, ayun, yun yung tanong ko na itetest ko ba yung friendship namin, yung ties namin, or like, hahayaan ko na lang since gagraduate na naman kami.
Okay, Leah, let's answer this.
I got
okay, well, what does the question sound like here? Her friends are kind of fake?
So she found out that they're not who she thought they were, not very nice people, maybe. And so she's wondering if she should stick it out and put the friendship to the test or move on, and because they're graduating anyway.
Well, let me ask you, Nicole, how many friends in your current group of friends?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you have a barkada or if you have a one
actually
or two
don't.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so great because that's where I'm at here.
Mm-hmm.
How many of your friends now are college friends?
College friends. Like several of my friends now are college friends, but we did not go to the same college together. What I mean by college friends is I was friends with them since and before college.
Right.
About
right.
like 2 or 3, not many.
Yeah, so here's where I'm at. Like, I have one friend of mine that I went to college with, and I was with her for one sem. That's it. So my point is this. Your friends that you meet in school generally don't really carry on into your adult life. Now, obviously, that's not everybody. There are a lot of people out there who've gone to school with people, and they've been best friends forever and all that shit. But I'm saying, I'd say the great majority, if I was going to guess, the great majority of people, your friends that you have in your adult life, you met as adults. I have a bunch of friends that I met at kindergarten, but see, we're friends by default. We're friends because we were stuck together for so many years. And I really feel like that's how it is also in school. Like, you're friends with these people because you were put in a room together. And that you didn't find them on your own accord. You didn't find them with, say, your own interest in mind. You found them because you guys were put together for X amount of years or X amount of months or whatever the fuck it is. And
yeah, may pinagsamahan eh.
Right, and I tend to see those friendships fail more than the ones you meet as an adult.
Yeah.
So
it's there's a whole mentality about the may pinagsamahan tayo eh. May
that's right, which is false.
Tayo eh. But the beautiful thing is Kat's listening. Is she? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
she's
listening.
listening.
I'm still here.
The beautiful thing, Kat, that I find about friends is there's no limit as to how many friends you can have. So if you lose friends for one reason or another because they're not the people that you thought they were, or they screwed you over, or you know what, you just realize you have nothing in common, then you can make more friends. And that's exactly what's going to happen after you graduate college. You're going to be thrust into the corporate world maybe, or whatever field it is you're going to work in, and you're going to have to work with different people of different walks of life, and eventually you're going to end up making new friends. So you can't just say that, oh, this is my barkada and I'm going to test this friendship because this is what I know and this is may pinagsamahan kami. Because if you limit yourself to that, you might be missing out on a lot of wonderful friendships. And who's to say that there's a limit to how many friendships you can make anyway? You can be friends with everyone if you want to. But if they're wasting your time, I don't advise that you do that.
Yeah. I'll take both. I'll take both explanations here in terms of what Nicole said and then what you said initially, which is if these people are fucking fake or backstabbers, assholes, there's no reason for you to stay another minute with them.
Yes, I agree.
You can just fucking leave them and find someone else.
I agree.
At the same time, though, if you need them for group work and all of these other things that school puts on your lap, you need them in terms of, making sure that the homework and all that shit is done. I say itiis mo na lang until you graduate, and the moment you graduate, you never fucking need them again. It's different because when you're in school, sometimes you need that group because the homework dictates it, right?
Yeah.
So if that's the only reason that you need to converse with them, then let it be the only reason and move on the moment you graduate. But as an adult, you will realize that the moment someone fucks you over, you can fucking get rid of them right away. It works as an adult, and you practice it as an adult. You don't have the time to hang around people who fuck you over. And if you happen to be an adult listening to the show right now and you find your friends are assholes, please stop feeling that you're bound to these people by whatever reason. You can leave them tomorrow or today and find someone else in a few days, or maybe in a few months, or maybe it'll take a year, but whatever, you don't need them. Ever.
Yeah, I mean, the barkada mentality provides a sense of security, especially if you're in a school where there's a lot of pressures and the walls are closed. But at the same time, it also provides a lot of limits. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who'd make better friends than the friends who screw you over. But if you're always hanging around the same set of friends who are just going to betray you or screw you over, you're going to be missing out. And also, sometimes you end up adapting and you end up sucking a part of their personality and you end up becoming like them. And that's not going to be good for your growth also. So I think that, okay, if it's group work because you have to graduate and you're working together on a project, sige, there's a way of being civil, right? Civil is something that adults need to know. But if it's about hanging out outside work where they're just ridiculing you or making you feel, you said you felt isolated, right?
Yes.
Yes, if they're making you feel that way outside of schoolwork, you don't have to tolerate it. You can leave. You are not bound in any way, or you should not feel beholden to them if they're making you feel that way. There's a way of working where, okay, I'll do my schoolwork, I'll do my share of the research and the project, but outside of that, if you're gonna make me feel like shit, I'm putting my foot down because I respect myself and I did not give you the consent to make me feel like shit.
Yeah. And trust me, and you know what? It's easier now than ever because there's so much shit to do without friends. Like, you know how people always put down the internet and say, oh, but it limits real interaction? Fuck real interaction. I love the fucking internet. I love not having a group of friends, so I have more time for myself to read and to do other shit.
It's nice to have like lots of small groups of friends also. I mean, like there's a friend group you go to the nail salon with, but it's a different group than the ones you do schoolwork with, and it's a different group with the ones that you know, it's just different.
Yeah, but you know how many people come, I just say on a personal note, you know, so many people come up to me and say, Mo, you need more friends, man. You don't do it. I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you know how much shit there is on the internet for me to fucking read? Are you fucking nuts? There's a ton of crap out there, and I don't have time for this friend bullshit. Like, people, hey, let's go out to lunch. When? Tomorrow. No, why? Oh, fuck, tomorrow I was planning to fucking thoroughly go through thoughtcatalog.com. Like, that's me, though. I mean, I fucking love my life and my computer. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap it up. Don't go away. Back after this.
Stay tuned. We'll return after this commercial break.
Stars, we're always on the move. It's really important for us to get better and stronger for every competition that we get into. For all the different lifestyles that we have, some of us are graphic artists, filmmakers. We still find ways to get together. We put a lot of effort in practicing and rehearsing. Minsan may mga biglaang shows or auditions, so it's really important for us to get connected. I use my Globe group messaging to get a hold of everybody else. Malayo na rin ang narating namin, marami na rin kaming napuntahan. So it's really important to get connected.
Familiar with a game Chubby Bunny, but have you played Chubby Bunny before? No. You put a marshmallow in your mouth, you say Chubby Bunny, and you keep putting it in your mouth, and you keep saying Chubby Bunny. Okay. Whoever can fit the most in their mouth wins. But we're not gonna say Chubby Bunny. We're gonna have a conversation. Okay. Perfect. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you, okay ka na ba? Okay. And you're gonna be like, okay na. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Go. 2 at a time? Alright, I'll learn 2 at a time. Okay ka na ba? What? Okay na. I just saw it. Okay ka na ba? Okay na. Okay ka na ba? Okay na. What? Okay. No, that's disgusting.
What you've been missing on The Factory.
Now we're gonna show you guys the new beta that just came out yesterday. Is God of War Ascension, the private beta
for PlayStation Plus.
PlayStation Plus.
Let's watch it, right? It's nice. It's Enrique playing already.
Yes.
Yep. There you go, and perfect timing. Perfect timing. Well, before that, I was kicking ass. So go with the theme of the show, how not to play.
It's Robot Rice and Friends with Alfonso Martinez, Mickey Han, and Nigel Zalameo. Fridays, 6 to 7 p.m. Only here on The Factory.
Take a little sunshine, grab a little rainbow, mix in a smile, and stay for a while. Sabrina's kitchen, what you waiting for? Sabrina's kitchen, always room for one more. Sabrina's kitchen, cooking up a storm. Sabrina's kitchen, always something new. Sabrina's kitchen table's waiting for you.
Hi. They say nothing in this world is free, and for the most part, that's true. But here at NMF Network, all shows are indeed 100% free. And as an added feature, you have the option to subscribe to all your favorite programs, also at no charge. Why should you subscribe? By subscribing, you no longer have the hassle of delays when you stream the program. You also don't need to keep checking our site to see if your favorite programs are up, because they'll automatically be uploaded to your device as soon as it's available. Here's how to do it. For those people with Apple mobile devices, first you need to download the podcast app. Once you download the podcast app, open it. You should be taken to the featured page. Now, you look for the store button. Hit the store button, and after doing that, hit the search button. Put your cursor on it and type New Media Factory. All our shows should automatically appear. Pick your favorite or favorites, open it, and hit subscribe. And that's it, you're done. Congratulations and welcome to the New Media Factory family.
Friend says she hates me.
It's Good Times with Mo, the podcast. Call the show tonight and get your love problem answered.
Follow us on Twitter at GTWM Podcast.
And visit www.motwister.com.
Back on the show here, Good Times with Mo, the podcast, season 2, brought to you by Globe. Hey, prior to the commercial break, I was talking about the internet, my love for the internet, right? Well, here's some good news for people out there. If you love websites like myself, do you have a website? Make one. Everybody needs one. Get a blog going. If you are like a musician like Nicole here, and you want to get your material out there and even sell it out there on your site, you can do all of that via squarespace.com. It is, again, the service I used for my blog, which was very successful, at least in my regard. It was very successful on my terms. We were doing 120,000 downloads. 120,000 views per day on my blog, which I was very happy about. And that was on Squarespace. So
wow, that's good to know.
Yeah, if you've been flirting with the idea of coming up with something in terms of showcasing your material or your thoughts, Squarespace.com, I'm giving away a 1-year free service for them. So all you got to do is go to squarespace.com/Mo, sign up, design your website, send me the link. If I like your site, boom, 1 year free. Oh, I like that site. 1 year free.
Nice.
So do it. Yeah, might as well, right? And Squarespace is huge. Squarespace is
I think I just might do that.
Yes, I promise. I will look at your material and say, hey, I like this. Boom.
Awesome.
1 year free. Squarespace.com/Mo. You make sure to put the /Mo part there, because the promo is not like it's a free year for anybody. They've given me the ability to choose who I like, and that's going to be very cool. They're out of New York, by the way, and a lot of major sites use Squarespace as their venue for their website needs. So do it. Let's wrap it up tonight. Nicole, who do you like as caller of the night? I kind of like the guy who was married in Dubai.
Yeah.
He seemed to be a pleasant fellow. Are you okay with him for caller of the night?
Yeah, let's give him that. Yeah. He's going through something tough that I've never been through. So, I hope he does well. And, yeah, he deserves it. He deserves to be caller of the night.
Fair enough. Thank you. So we'll contact him because he's in Dubai. We'll contact him and we'll find out if, what he's going to win for being caller of the night tonight. We will also thank now Nicole for being here. Nicole Asensio. You can follow her on Twitter at Nicole Asensio. Make sure to support her with her band, of course, General Luna, the band that they love each other and they're really tight group. And just in case she does the Beyonce thing, and goes out and does the solo thing. Please support her. She's talented, beautiful, smart, and all that good stuff.
Thank you.
Are you ever going to do the artista thing? I mean, definitely, at least physically, you have the tools. I mean, are you?
I've been offered a couple times. I like the artist. I mean, the artist. Sorry, the acting, the craft of acting. I used to do theater, so in that sense, I enjoy acting. But I don't know if I can make the lifestyle my be all and end all. I think I'm primarily a musician because I can't be told what to do. I'm stubborn that way. I can't be pushed into something I'm not interested in. So if they have space for an actress like that, sure. But otherwise, I enjoy being a musician who writes songs because, I'm in charge of my own message. And I think I'm
what are
more
we going to see
effective
from
that
you?
way.
Like, I'm joking. I was joking, by the way, and we took it literally about the whole General Luda.
No, I know it's
just fucking around. But if no, just for people listening, like really, talaga nag-away? No, they're not. But if just in case you do the solo thing, are we going to see an album of that sort? I don't know, later in the year, sometime next year.
Next year is more probable because I've actually been writing already. I have several songs; they're ready to go. But it's almost the end of the year, so I don't want to start something now and then everyone gets into the Christmas rush. So
right and forgets or gets or not forget, but they get diverted somewhere else.
Right, and before I release it, because I'm on my own terms now, I'm freelance now. I want to be happy with it, and now that there's no one really in the picture giving me a deadline, I'll sit on it for a while and make sure that I'm satisfied to some extent, and then I'll release it. So, time frame wise, that's gonna happen next year. I don't think I'm gonna.
And if you do go solo, is it gonna be Nicole Asensio or is it gonna be Nicole A Asensio? What are we gonna look at?
I have no idea. What do you guys think? I don't know. Let me know. I don't know. Tweet me a suggestion or something. Because
are you gonna go the Lady Gaga route and not use your name or just kind of throw something out there?
You just be like N or something.
That's right. Yeah.
I haven't thought that far. My last name's a little bit hard to spell, so I don't know.
Right. And Nicole is not like Beyonce, which is it's so. Nicole is so common that
there's a lot of Nicoles.
If you can just say Nicole, right? So we'll work it out.
Suggest something. I don't know. Tweet me. I haven't really thought of that.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thanks for being here, love. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank
love
you
to have you
for
back.
having me back. I really enjoyed it. I always do. It's
bring
nice
a boyfriend
here.
next time. Great to pick Ira's brain every now and then.
I almost brought him tonight, but it's really hard to get that guy out of bed. So
yeah, well, shoot. I mean, if he's lying next to you in bed, why would I get out, right?
I'm not even there. He's still there. He's like you. He likes the internet, and he's on it most of the time. So,
how about next time we'll have you in studio? We'll have him via Skype.
Sounds good.
That can
I
be
think
done.
we'll do that. Yeah, we can do that.
All right, cool. All right, let's wrap it up. I want to thank everyone for your phone calls. For the ones we didn't get to, we apologize. Maybe we can get you on tomorrow. Definitely we'll do that. The callers, the staff members, the downloaders, the people who chat rooms, and all that good stuff. Thank you for making the show what it is. Of course, Globe for our sponsorship. So, see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good evening. And again, for Nicole, follow her on Twitter at Nicole Asensio.
Thank
My
you,
name is
guys.
Mo. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good Times with Mo, the podcast, was executively produced by Mohan Gulata, engineered by Miguel Alfindo, and operated by Icon Media Inc. Special thanks to Magic 89.9. You can follow Mo on Twitter at www.twitter.com/DJ Mo Twister. Email him at goodtimeswithmopodcast@rocketmail.com.